Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
What's going on, folks, and thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. This is episode number 531. Episode number 531 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like to ask each and every one of you to please spread it around like wildfire, all right? Spread this link around like wildfire and let everyone know that True Capitalist Radio is live right now, and we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, folks, if you have not done so, please follow me on my only social media presence. It's on Gab, folks, the last bastion of freedom of speech and social media today. You can follow me there under the name Politics Ghost, all right? All one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. I am verified there, folks, all right? I am verified. Now that we got all that out of the way, I hope that you're having a hell of a Baller Friday. It is a definite night to remember. Because, folks, not only is today Baller Friday, we are commemorating 10 years today of True Capitalist Radio. That's right, folks. 10 years that this broadcast has been circulating the internets, has been the underground for the internet as it relates to politics and other kinds of social issues, to say the least, folks. I want to, to be honest with you, I took production notes here, got all kinds of things that I want to talk about. I don't know if I want to talk about it, man. I mean, 10 years. I mean, what a career, what a broadcasting career yours truly has had. I can't even describe it in words. That's why instead of sitting here, I know that I'm going to have to get a little serious here in the show, but instead of taking it serious, I mean, it's episode number 531, first of all. It is a Baller Friday and 10 years on the air, folks. 10 years. I can't believe it. So with that being said, before we get on with the broadcast, let's just go ahead and get the festivities out of the way now. So let's just go ahead and get more beer. You're goddamn right. Let's start it now. Now, I'm afraid that if I'm going to start drinking now, and for all those that are concerned, I'm okay. I know I got ulcers and whatever the crap. Don't worry about it. I'm all right. Either way, folks, I think I might get a little too inebriated on this broadcast. I definitely am in the celebratory mood, for Christ's sake. All right? I want to it's celebrating time, baby. And right now, I feel like cracking open some beer, all right? Got the ice chest going on. Once again, thank you very much for the ice chest, engineer. I love the idea. I like that you keep it stacked with beer. Even if I don't want to drink, I'm glad you have it here, all right? All right. Now, what I'm going to do, folks, I'm celebrating Baller Friday. I'm celebrating 10 years of being on the broadcast. I'm cracking open a beer. And let me tell you, I wish it was an American beer, folks. I genuinely wish it was. But it's German. It's German beers, baby. I'm sorry. I love the, the 1300 purity laws or the 1200 purity laws, whatever it is. It's great. I'm having it, and I'm in a celebratory mood. Not to mention, not only do I have beer here. Hold on, let me go ahead and pour this beer. Not only do I have beer here, folks, I've got Johnny Walker Blue Label Ghost and Rare. Oh, yeah. You're goddamn right. You're goddamn right. And for all those folks that don't know, Johnny Walker, since I have been an avid drinker of the libation, specifically the Blue Label, because I have a tendency to have a weakness for elegance, and obviously that translates in the consumption of my spirits. So as a result, folks, I have consumed massive amounts of Johnny Walker Blue Label on the broadcast within the past 10 years, and lo and behold, Johnny Walker, just to say thanks to the True Capitalist Radio broadcast and yours truly, put out, and I'm not joking, you can Google this up, it is a rare, limited edition, Johnny Walker Blue Label, Ghost and Rare is what it's called. It's a little bit more expensive than Johnny Walker Blue Label. It's very limited. It's not going to be around forever, baby, but let me tell you something. I'm glad I'm getting a little appreciation around here, man. Anyway, folks, I've got, I shouldn't be shooting shots this early, man. I know it's Baller Friday in 10 years, but I need to calm my ass down, all right? First and foremost, for all you people that are new to the broadcast and are wondering what the hell I'm talking about when it comes to Baller Friday, this is the time of the week that us capitalists look in the past week's work, week's labor, week's capitalizing, and we bask, baby, all right? We bask in our success. And how we bask in our success in a Baller Friday is we take our favorite vice and consume in it in celebratory fashion. Because why? Because we're capitalists, baby, all right? We're basking in the week's success, all right? And we don't stop. You understand? There's no stopping when it comes to capitalism. So with that being said, folks, I want to go ahead and raise my glass to each and every one of you that are listening to the broadcast, folks, whether you like me, whether you hate me, it really doesn't matter. I appreciate your patronage. And secondly, folks, I want to thank the capitalists that I have inspired over the past 10 years. And this is a genuine sentiment here. I know for a fact that I have inspired young people who would have otherwise gone another direction in their lives, and had they not been listening to this broadcast, had they not been lured to this broadcast through, I don't know, the entertainment components or whatever the case might be, they would not be the productive members of society that they are today. And I'm not just talking about capitalists that were created by this broadcast here in America. I'm talking about capitalists throughout the world, worldwide. And you see, folks, I hope you all know by now that that is the reason why I conduct this broadcast. I mean, let's be honest, baby. I mean, no one is teaching the things that I teach on this broadcast. Nobody is conveying the ideas that I'm conveying, all right? Especially when it comes to capitalism, especially when it comes to actually just looking at things from a rational perspective. And I want to say thank you, not all you folks out there that have been inspired by yours truly, and you're listening to the broadcast and all that. Don't thank me. Thank you. Thank you for listening to this broadcast. Thank you for encouraging others to listen to this broadcast. Thank you for listening and actually applying the substance that I convey on this broadcast and applying it to your life and making yourself a hell of a lot better of a person had you not been introduced to this broadcast. Thank you. All right? Thank you all. You are the reason why I continue to do this broadcast. You're the reason, to be honest with you, I have joy, which is very rare to come by in this broadcast, or this life, I should say. It brings me joy to know that there are people out there that have listened, that have made money, that have made themselves a better person, that are, successful, that are happy, whatever the case might be, man. That's what keeps me going. So I want to say cheers to you. Cheers to the capitalist army. Obviously, cheers to the inner circle, baby. We've made we've made hundreds of thousands of bucks, baby. And I think that's an understatement, but I'm just saying now that everything's taxable, we've made hundreds of thousands of dollars. And there's many more to come with that, baby. There's many more to come. So thank you to the Inner Circle. And last but certainly not least, thank you, Mr. President of the United States, Donald Trump. I genuinely mean this from the bottom of my heart. Had you not ever run for president, I would have never have came back and conducted the broadcast March 2016. I would have never have conducted the broadcast. I would have never have brought it back because I was in the state at that point to believe that because we had 8 years of Barack Obama and because the lamestream media continued to feed this whole leftist lunacy narrative, I just thought that this was just going to be the way it was in America. You know, we were just going to be this slowly, incrementally moving into socialism, and I had to conduct myself in that capacity. But then Donald Trump ran for president, and let me tell you something, folks. If you listen to the broadcast archives, and you can get to the broadcast archives at blogtalkradio.com/ghost, and listen to everything yours truly has advocated within the past 10 years, 95% of it, I would say at least 95% of things that I have advocated on this broadcast, this president, this man, this modern-day George Washington has brought into reality, into law. And I want to thank you, sir, Donald Trump, putting himself on the line, putting his family on the line, putting his wealth on the line, putting his legacy on the line to save this country. And that's exactly what he's doing. And I want to thank you, Donald Trump. You make America great again because you have literally taken what is otherwise common sense and have applied it to goddamn reality out there in Washington, D.C. And just by the incremental things that this president has done within 1 year, this damn whole country looks optimistic as hell. And let me tell you, this is just the beginning. I've been telling you this, folks. If you thought 2017's Christmas was a good Christmas, you ain't seen nothing yet. This economy is about to blow up, and the reason is, folks, is because what this president has done is basic capitalist idealism, basic capitalist ideology. And that's why you have so much success coming back to this country, because we aren't being fed off, because that's what we were for the past 30, 40 years, folks. We were being fed off and siphoned from and fleeced. And the goddamn assholes in Washington, D.C. that represented us, that represented you, allowed all kinds of interests to fleece the country, to fleece the American taxpayer. All kinds of international interests, corporate interests, you name it, they allowed it. And when this president came into power, that ceased. That came to an end. And that's why you have all these assholes in Congress, specifically on the Republican side, now not wanting to run for re-election. Why? Because now we have Donald Trump in the presidency, and he's holding everybody accountable. And he's making everyone in the United States politically aware. And he's making everybody understand that we should hold everybody on both sides of the political persuasion, that we should hold them accountable. We should not allow these people to do what Barack Obama did to us for 8 years and sell us a bill of goods and then do the complete opposite and then have him come out here and talk to us with like, oh, I'm a delicate black man and I'm articulate and I know I said this, but look, I didn't exactly lie because, hey, look, over here, I give you some welfare, baby. You understand? We have to be politically aware. And look, I know I'm going off keister here, but hey, it's 10-year anniversary. I'm being it's a free format, all right, whatever. But the key component of our government, folks, is that this is a government made for the people and by the people. And I have been advocating on this broadcast for 10 years that the people have fallen asleep at the wheel, and I have been screaming for 10 years, trying to awake anyone who's listening. And by God, this president that this man who's in power today is literally asserting 95% of what I've advocated on this broadcast. And everybody is benefiting from it, just like I had always advocated would happen to the president. Last but not least, to the president. Thank you all, man. Cheers to you all. You all make life great. Everyone that I cheers to, man. You all make life great, and I want to thank you for being a part of my life. Cheers, baby. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. 10 years, baby, and it's a Baller Friday. All right, man. Let's go ahead and try to get somewhat formal on this broadcast. I know a lot of people listen in for the crypto and stock talk, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. I'm not going to get too much in depth with news. I basically want to talk about the President of the United States for most of the second hour. And then I'm going to, talk a little bit and get into a little bit of a gab spat that I shouldn't call it a gab spat. I just kind of highlighted something that the crying white supremacist, y'all remember this guy? The crying white supremacist, Christopher Cantwell is his name? Well, I just happened to be cruising along and just kind of looking through topics on Gab, and lo and behold, I find Christopher Cantwell responding to somebody. And of course, for all those that don't know who this guy is, Vice, the Vice magazine, the big liberal media outlet, well, they did some kind of a piece on this guy, and they turned him, at least Vice, they edited it up, they had the correct shots on him to make him look like, he was American History X or something. I mean, it's like, I'm not even joking, man. They showed him with guns, and he looked like a badass. He had bald head. He's like, yeah, we're real serious, We're real serious here, We're not messing around. And lo and behold, lest we forget, Charlottesville, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, old Christopher Cantwell helped organize. And because he helped organize, I believe the state of Virginia is charging him with some sort of criminal action because of the culmination of whatever happened at Charlottesville. And I don't want to remind everybody what happened there. And then once he realized that there was a warrant out for his arrest, I don't know if y'all saw this. I don't want to post it because I'm not trying to degrade the man, but he came out and posted a YouTube video of himself crying, saying, man, what we say on the internet, man, that's just he's just crying, begging for mercy, scared shitless. Okay? Well, anyway, I gabbed, or I should say re-gabbed, or quoted a gab from Christopher Cantwell that stated the following, okay? He states, I'm a libertarian, and I'd still rather have white socialism than Jew capitalism. Now, because this guy is such an integral part of not only the white nationalist movement of this country, but also, a faction within the alt-right political persuasion that has erected itself within the political construct, he's pretty much highlighting what I have always said about the alt-right. What I have always said about the white nationalists is that they are no different than Antifa. They both want the same goddamn thing. They both want collectivization and centralization of power. And you see, what people don't understand is that when you advocate for socialism and you advocate for communism, which is the same damn thing, and you want to know why they're the same damn thing? Because if you live under socialism or communism, you have to relinquish your individual choice, your individual freedom, your individual decision-making, your individual will. You have to relinquish that to the centralization of the state. That is communism and socialism, bottom line, bare bones. That's the essence of it. That's the only way communism and socialism works. Is if you as an individual, as a person living under this ridiculous ideology, you must relinquish your freedom, your will, your decision-making, your choice, your freedom of choice. You have to relinquish that to the state. And to hear old white nationalist over here, Mr. White supremacist badass, sit over here and literally advocate on Gab, that he would rather have socialism than, quote, Jew capitalism, underscores what I have always criticized about the supposed alt-right and the white nationalist movement. So we're going to talk about that there at the end of the show. And I know Christopher Cantwell, conveniently enough, he broadcasts literally almost during the same time I'm broadcasting, which I find rather freaking convenient. But if you happen to know Christopher Cantwell, please gab at him and tell him we're going to discuss some things about him specifically, and if he would like to call in and defend himself, by all means. But let me tell you something. Don't give me none of this abstract white power nonsense. You give me some actual political philosophy, political ideology. Give me something there, boy. All right? I'm not going to listen to a bunch of regurgitation that I hear from the fruit bowl Richard Spencer, which is another ridiculous entity within the alt-right community. Richard Fruit Bowl Spencer. So please somebody gab at him and tell him we're going to talk about him late in the second hour because, I mean, I'm tired of people saying that capitalism it's Jewish, for Christ's sake. I mean, give me a freaking break, man. Capitalism is the essence of freedom, you moron. With capitalism, you have the freedom of choice. You have your freedom of decision. You have your freedom of will, for Christ's sake. People talk about, especially on those on the communist and socialist side, they like to claim that capitalism is an exploitation ideology. No, it's not. It is absolutely not. Because let me tell you something. Under capitalism, the capitalist and the worker negotiate. You understand? And negotiate and compromise on a wage. And if the worker's willing to work for the wage and the employer's willing to pay the wage, then that's a compromise. That's not doing something against your own will like you do in communism. In communism, if they tell you that you're going to work out there in the fields, if they tell you that you're going to, sit and mold steel for 10 hours a day, and you don't do it, then you're either going to be put in prison or killed in communism. So give me a break, all you dumbasses that are trying to make the argument that capitalism is some sort of exploitive ideology, man. It is the essence of freedom. It's the essence of the freedom of choice, the freedom of will, the freedom of decision. So, like I said, man, I mean, for this white supremacist, white nationalist, and he's a real big voice for all you folks that don't know about the white nationalist alt-right movement. This guy's a big voice over here. And he's admitting that he would rather have the same thing that Antifa wants, and yet both of these people, both of these entities are supposed to be conflicting. They're supposed to be violent one another. I mean, if you want my personal opinion, and I've said this ever since I've been critical of the alt-right, if you want my personal opinion, I think that this is all a communist, sophisticated, pre-planned ruse. If you want my opinion, because, I mean, they're creating a ridiculous paradigm in which it looks on face value that both of these political groups hate each other, but in essence, through the hate and violence, through all this disarray and chaos that they bring about, they bring all the people in the middle together around the idea of socialism. And we'll talk about that extensively in the late second and early third hour. And I would challenge Christopher Cantwell or goddamn Richard Spencer or any of these alt-right people, these alt-right personality people. I challenge them to call me up, and I will make you look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack with substance, boy. Because let me tell you something. I know what I'm talking about. What are you talking about, boy? I'm a capitalist. I don't know what the hell you are. A freaking white nationalist socialist. It's stupid. Anyway, with that being said, folks, let's go ahead and talk crypto here while we can. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get off keister. Once again, it's a Baller Friday, 10-year anniversary. I mean, I'm giddy. I'm giddy a little bit today, just to say the least. So let's go ahead and talk crypto, all right? Now, folks, I know there was a lot of people yesterday and the day before yesterday shaking in their nads, all right, because there was a major contraction for the past couple of days, and people were scared. Now, what have I always said about this market? That this market is a very fickle market. I mean, this investment community that is cryptocurrency is not made up of seasoned investors, all right? It's not made up of people that understand that markets fluctuate, all right? I mean, they don't understand that. Once they see anything go red, they start getting antsy and like, oh my God, it's red. I better trade. I better do something. Oh my God, I don't know. I mean, folks, what have I always said on this broadcast? I said long-term investment reigns supreme. Do you understand me? Long-term investment reigns supreme. That's what I've been saying ever since I started True Capitalist Radio. Now, let me give you an example about long-term investment reigns supreme, okay? Now, I have a member of the Inner Circle who some time ago, as with myself, we invested in a coin called Emmer Coin. I even wrote about it on my blog, and we invested in it when it was around 90 cents, $1.15. We invested in it. Now, this person bought around 3,000 of these Emmer coins at about $1.15, $1.10, all right? Now, unfortunately, they went back down below 70 cents, 60 cents, and this person was really tempted to just sell them off and take the loss and just try to see if they can make it up trading. And I was adamant, as I always am about any coins that I suggest, that this is a good coin, and it's still I wouldn't buy it at this point. I think it's hit its limit at this point, but it's a good coin. I talked about it back in early May, June of 2017. It's a good coin, and I said that the blockchain that they have outside of their cryptocurrency is what makes Emmer Coin valuable. So the person kept the 3,000 that he had invested in Emmer Coin, folks, and he just forgot about it. He said, "Look, I'm going to forget about it. I mean, it's in that exchange. I'm going to forget about it." He forgot about it. Then, lo and behold, Emmer Coin just starts mooning and starts climbing in price within the past couple of weeks. And, folks, because he held on for about 2-3 months, and a little longer, about 3.5 months, folks, he has gone, all right, let's just do the math here. He bought 3,000 of them at about $1, about $1. Some of them he bought for 90 cents, some of them he bought for $1.10. So let's just average it out for $1. And he held on to it for 3 months, all right? He held the bag. Sometimes it's better to hold the bag than to sell off, okay? He held the bag, and lo and behold, folks, Emmer Coin has mooned within the past couple of weeks, and because he held that bag, he got generously rewarded for it because, as I stated, this is a good coin. This is not some pump and dump. I had talked about it for a long period of time. I mean, they're going and creating blockchain technology that's outside the cryptocurrency realm. That's why I suggested it. And as a result, folks, I don't know if he's cashed out yet. I think he's holding on to it. And if you're listening to me, don't get too greedy, boy. All right, don't get too greedy. You might want to just, look at these prices that they're at now and maybe pull out. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. Who knows? It's up to you. But he held the bag for about 3 months, folks. So let's take a look at Emmer Coin since I'm just talking about it now. EMC, folks, is the symbol, EMC. The market capitalization is $308 million for Emmer Coin. The circulating supply is 41 million. 41 million in circulating supply. Now, in the past 24 hours, Emmer Coin has continued to go up. It is up 6.63% in a 24-hour period. Folks, the current price for Emmer Coin, symbol EMC, is $7.49. Are you kidding? This guy that was holding the bag on this is heel kicking. Are you joking? And this is on top of the money he made after he kind of just forgot about Coin. So the guy is like literally up in all his total earnings for the year at least over 70 grand, 75 grand. So the moral of the story, boys and girls, is that sometimes, and you have to remember, why did this person hold the bag? And I held the bag as well, folks. I have about 1,000 Coin. You do the math, cha-ching. Anyway, you hold the bag. You hold the goddamn bag, and then when you hold the bag, you are anticipating growth because EMC, and we did our research, I did my research on this damn thing, its blockchain technology goes outside the cryptocurrency component. Remember, I've always talked about this. And lo and behold, the market has found out about it and was like, oh man, look at this. Let's go ahead and dive in this coin. And lo and behold, folks, Coin right now, $7.49. Let me tell you, 3,000 times 7, you do the math on that. I'm telling you, this person's heel kicking, baby. All right? So, once again, the reason I brought that up is because we had some new members of the Inner Circle that were a little timid. They're a little younger guys, They're younger guys. They just, scraping up whatever money they got. Some of them are in college, some of them are, they ain't got much money, So they're throwing it in, and, because these markets are so volatile, they see very easy returns, when it's good, when you see everything in the green. Then when we had this major contraction, it literally shook these new young kids that are in the Inner Circle, and we were just like, hey, man, don't worry about it. As a matter of fact, it's time to buy. And most of the Inner Circle and myself were in a buying spree yesterday, especially when you had these goddamn contractions at like 30%, 35% on some of these coins. All right, plus. So we were on a buying spree, and as a result, we profited generously again today. It's very easy to do this kind of thing. You just have to be on top of your assets, man. Remember, this is not the stock market. You have a lot of these idiots on business channels, and I'm going to tell you something else. Do not listen to CNBC. Do not listen to Bloomberg. Do not listen to any of these old traditional media, these business media, about crypto, okay? These people are obviously pumping and dumping these things. They obviously don't know what the hell they're talking about. And not to mention, folks, they're lying. They're outright lying. Now, let's talk about why the contraction happened for the past couple of days, okay? For the past couple of days, the reason the contraction happened is because the mainstream media, the business media, not only here, but also in Canada, were reporting that South Korea was cracking down, quote-unquote, on crypto exchanges. All right? Now, that is an outright lie. All right? We even went into the Korean media and translated the Korean media and realized what the business channels in America are trying to do. They purposely brought down the price of crypto. It's obvious, man, by pushing out all this fake news. All right? All fake news, man, about how the crypto exchanges are no longer going to be around. I mean, they're being regulated, and that's not the case. South Korea, and let's just talk about South Koreans' market. They are bonkers for cryptocurrency. I mean, the volume that comes out of South Korean exchanges is in like the $1 trillion range of volume when you accumulate all the damn exchanges that are in South Korea. I mean, they are bonkers for crypto. Now, with that being said, I mean, the South Korean government would be shooting themselves in the foot if they were going to somehow not necessarily be in line with what is so popular in their country. If they were going to crack down on exchanges, I mean, that's not going to benefit their country very well. Okay, now what happened and what the media didn't highlight is the fact that South Korea is just trying to set a standard, set some sort of a loosely regulated standard on what exchanges are going to be exchanges that are legally conducting themselves in the South Korean market and those that aren't. And because the South Koreans are cracking down on this, I guess they're starting to figure out what they want as a protocol for a South Korean exchange. And that's why you have, all these South Korean exchanges now being visited by officials. Now, what they said in the business media is that South Koreans were raided, that their exchanges were raided. And that's really what caused the past 2 days' contractions, folks, was the fact that the business media of this country completely lied, that they were suggesting that South Korea was completely out of crypto, that they were cracking down on exchanges, and that they were confiscating accounts and all this other crap, which that was not the case. All right? They just don't want exchanges popping up out of nowhere in South Korea and defrauding any potential investors that are trading on those exchanges, a la Mt. Gox. If y'all are that old school of crypto, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say Mt. Gox. So that's what happened in South Korea, folks, and the business media out here made it seem that South Korea was literally out of the crypto market, and that's what caused the major contraction. Another story that was released by the business media was the fact that China was going to ban Bitcoin mining. Now, folks, let's be honest, the Chinese government is not banning Bitcoin mining for the Chinese Communist government. They're banning Bitcoin mining for their people. And the reason they're banning Bitcoin mining for their people is because they don't want any new wealth being generated without they, the centralized communist government, okaying it or having a piece of it. You understand? They're limiting the economic potential of their people because all the wealth in China is centralized in the communist government. Any of the big companies that you talk about out of China are owned by one of the communist government members, all right? Any of them. So what the United States media did is they said that China is completely outlawing mining altogether. They're going to stop Bitcoin mining and all this crap, hence even more sell-off. Now, folks, that's why I'm telling each and every one of you, and if you happen to be a part of some kind of cryptocurrency group or cryptocurrency message board or chat room, please do not listen to the mainstream business media. They don't know what the hell they're talking about, all right? And if you're going to listen to the mainstream business media, just listen to the names they say because they're the ones sending the dumb money into the crypto markets. All right, they're the ones that keep hollering these names like Ripple, Tron. They're the ones that are fueling the market with dumb money. So once again, the crypto market has rebounded nicely, and I want to be honest with you folks, I don't think it's a coincidence that the business media does all this hyping to make sure that there's a sell-off or some kind of an impulsive sell-off for the past couple of days. And meanwhile, you have Jamie Dimon, the CEO of J.P. Morgan, and other Wall Street executives now saying, well, we take it back. Bitcoin's legit, dude. Sorry. It's a legit investment, dude. You can make money, dude. I'm sorry. That happened on the same day as these contractions. You don't think that that's a coinkydink? Do not listen to the business media. CNBC, Bloomberg, even Fox Business, they don't know what they're talking about when it comes to crypto, all right? They don't know what they're talking about. That's why yours truly, the Inner Circle, we're making excuse my French, I'm sorry, I'm cursing here, cursing like a sailor here. That's why we're making freaking money, man. We're making money because we're not stupid. We understand where the value is, and not to mention, we're not going after the hype and believing it, all right? Some of us, sure, we like to, gain some liquidity on some of the dumb money that's hyping up some of these dumb coins. But what we do is try to look for long-term investments because long-term investment reigns supreme. Remember, the Inner Circle and myself started getting heavily into crypto once I started covering it here on the show, and that was back in April of 2017. April of 2017. That wasn't that long ago, folks. And back then, Ethereum was $40. Ethereum, ETH was $40. Dash was at about $60. Litecoin was at about $10. I mean, and I was trying to tell everybody back then, like, look, this is where to get wealth. This is where to generate instant dollars. This is where the money is. And thank God we have the inner circle that listen to Ghost over here. They're like, yeah, you know what, Ghost, you're right. No shit. I mean, the money's here. Let me throw a couple of G's in it. Let me throw a couple of thousand in it. Let me throw about $5,000 in it. Let me throw whatever I could scrape up in it. And everybody is profiting very, very generously within my inner circle, folks. And believe me, 2018 is going to be the year of the inner circle. So cheers to those guys. All right. But anyway, I'm getting a little long-winded here. Let me go ahead and continue to talk about crypto here. Once again, do not listen to the lies being told by mainstream business media. Let's go ahead and talk about Bitcoin because it's been fluctuating around 13, 15, 14. It's been bouncing around for the past couple of days. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Bitcoin right now, market cap, $237 billion market cap. The circulating supply, folks, is about to turn into 16.8 million. 16.8 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin has gone up 5.87%. Bitcoin, symbol BTC, current price is $14,136.30 per Bitcoin. Now, once again, folks, I am not a fan of long-term investment on Bitcoin. I know you got a lot of crypto nerds out there that are being interviewed by these business media that are claiming that, you know, Bitcoin is now not a, quote, cryptocurrency. It is a business asset equivalent to gold. And let's be honest, folks, I mean, there's nothing valuable about Bitcoin. I've been telling you all this for a while. It's just the first kid on the block. It is the top of mind of those when questioned what cryptocurrency is. That is it. All right? That is it. I mean, have you tried to exchange Bitcoin, for heaven's sake? I mean, if you're going to try to transfer Bitcoin from one wallet to the next, it's going to cost you $60 to transfer $50. I mean, that's not, I mean, you understand what I'm saying, folks? It's ridiculous. It's going to fall. And if you want my personal opinion, it's falling now. I mean, the dominance of Bitcoin loses more and more percentage dominance by the day. Right now, the Bitcoin dominance of the market is 32.6% of the market is Bitcoin. 32, and it's going lower and lower. So as far as I'm concerned, I am not a long-term investor. I am not someone who's buying into Bitcoin whatsoever. It's ridiculous. And not to mention the transfer times are ridiculous. The transfer fees are ridiculous. I mean, there's nothing to it. You can't use this crypto in any other blockchain technology that the Bitcoin group has created. Nothing. So once again, man, I mean, the only reason that it's this price is because people don't know what the hell they're talking about, and it's all dumb money. It's all dumb money. Anyway, let's get to Ethereum, folks. Now, I know I said I was going to stop covering Ethereum because the people who make it are a bunch of commie bastards and pause holes and all that. But, man, there's just too much money to be made on Ethereum, man. I mean, I'm not even joking. I have an Ethereum Genesis-mining.com contract, and it is, man, it has paid me, I mean, dividends beyond my wildest dreams, man. And as you can see, if you go to Genesis-mining.com, they don't have any more contracts, man. They're sold out. They're sold out, baby. But you could possibly purchase some hash power still. All you've got to do is go to Genesis-mining.com. And don't forget the discount code, folks. You can get a decent discount. The discount code is WEA296. WEA296. Anyway, folks, Ethereum. Market capitalization is $124 billion in market cap. The circulating supply is 97 million in circulation. All right, ETH, 97 million. In the past 24 hours, Ethereum has gone up 11.29%. Current price for Ethereum, symbol ETH, $1,281.67 per Ethereum. Now, I'm not a buyer of Ethereum at this stage of the game, all right? I think that this is way too high for Ethereum. And it may get higher because, once again, you're having dumb money coming into the market, and all they're doing is listening to the business media, and they're just saying these names. They're, Ethereum, Ripple, and Stellar, and all. And you know what? The people that are watching, they're like, oh, my God, CNBC is saying it, Bloomberg is saying it, it must be a decent investment. Let's do it. The reason I say that this is not sustainable is because, first of all, let's take a look at the circulating supply. 97 million in circulation. And once again, it doesn't have an end circulation. It doesn't have an end circulation. If you take a look at Bitcoin, at least we know that Bitcoin is going to stop mining coins at some point. I think it's at, 21 million is when they're going to stop mining coins? Here, let me take a look at 21 million is the maximum supply of Bitcoin. There is no maximum supply of Ether, of Ethereum. I mean, it's literally like an overpriced Dogecoin. You know what I mean? For a lack of a better term. So, take advantage of the rises in Ethereum at this point. It may reach, I don't even know if it'll reach 1,500, but if it does, it's going to be because of the hype of the business media. It's just way too much money for the circulating supply. But to be honest, Ethereum does have the ERC20 token. They are the possessor of it. And moreover, they do have the smart contract technology, which is rather inferior to Quantum's in my opinion, but they still have it. So as a result, this is why you're having a lot of, even not just dumb money, but people that understand the technology, So once again, Ethereum 97 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Ethereum has gone up 11.87%. Ethereum ETH's final price, $1,292.03. All right, now I want to talk about Ripple because I know a lot of people got burnt at Ripple, for Christ's sake. I saw tweets that were forwarded to me that showed somebody saying, hey, if you lost a lot of money, email Ripple. They should make it right. If not, then contact your attorney. Oh, are you kidding me? You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is how regulation incrementally comes in because dumb idiots that don't know what the hell they're doing, they just listen to some talking head or listen to their dumb friend who doesn't know what the hell he's doing, throw money in something they know nothing about, and then they lose money and want to blame somebody else. They want to blame somebody else. It's ridiculous. Now, for you folks that don't realize, Ripple, all right, it's not even a cryptocurrency. It's a ledger, first of all. Secondly, it's all centralized. And, this is what I understand. The whole purpose of cryptocurrency was the decentralization of currency. And here we have Ripple over here who has all the money centralized in the guys who created it. That's why when Ripple went up to about 350, 360, whatever the hell it went up to, the moron who created it had the equivalent or had surpassed the wealth briefly of Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook. Give me a break. Now, with that being said, folks, the reason that Ripple is just garbage at this point is because there is no value to Ripple outside the fact that Japan, I don't know if they still use it, but they used to use it as a means of exchanging goods and services in Japan. Cryptocurrency is legal in Japan, folks. You can pay rent, you can pay employees with crypto. They're already into it. They're way ahead. And at the time, back in, I think it was early 2017, when Japan legalized crypto, Ripple was the cryptocurrency of flavor of Japan, and that's what created the value in Ripple. And at the time, folks, Ripple was like not even a penny, okay? It wasn't even a penny. Then once it was announced that the legalization of crypto was happening in Japan, the damn thing went up to about 10 or 11 cents, even went as high as to 20, 25 cents. folks, at this price, okay, the value that Ripple has, which is the cryptocurrency of flavor of Japan, it's not even valid anymore. I mean, they're not even going to, at these prices, they're not even going to use Ripple as a means of exchanging goods and services. All right? I mean, it's useless. And there's many factors. First of all, like I said, it's a centralized coin that's not even a goddamn cryptocurrency. It's a ledger. And let's just get to the bottom line. Let's get to the circulating supply, for Christ's sake, all right? The circulating supply for Ripple is 38,739,142,811 Ripple in circulation, and that's not counting the 60 billion that the guy who created Ripple has in a, quote, virtual vault somewhere. So give me a break. I mean, look, I don't want to focus too much on circulating supplies here because that's not the only factor that someone should invest in a coin. But, man, I mean, when you've got business channels plugging Ripple and plugging the, Stellar, which we'll get in a moment, and all this crap, I mean, that is irresponsible. That is purely irresponsible because, I mean, these idiots, these goofs in the goddamn media should know better. They're business media. They know about all the stocks and crap. They know about outstanding shares and how it dilutes the goddamn price and all that crap. They know about this crap. And, you've got idiots, literally, I re-gabbed somebody that stated that, Ripple was going up to $1,000. And they believe it. And I had to tell this person, moron, all right, 1,000 times 38 billion is 38 trillion. 38 trillion. If you Google up right now how much money is there in the entire world, it will give you a CIA statistic that there is only 80 trillion in fiat currency in circulation in the world today. $80 trillion in fiat currency. So that would mean for Ripple to get $1,000, half of the fiat currency circulating the earth today would have to go and invest in Ripple for it to be $1,000. And as ridiculous as that sounds, these morons are investing in it thinking that that is an actual possibility. And why? Because they heard it on CNBC, they heard it on Bloomberg. It's ridiculous. Anyway, Ripple, once again, I told you the circulating supply. It's gone down considerably from the $3.60 mark, and I think that's probably the highest you'll ever see it because if it goes any higher than that, it's just pure ridiculous, dumb money. It's gone up 8.53% increase in a 24-hour period. Current price for Ripple XRP is the symbol, $2.09 for Ripple. Let's go ahead and get to Stellar since I talked about it. Now, you hear Stellar all over the mainstream media again. The CNBCs, the goddamn Bloombergs. You hear, Stellar, they signed a partnership with IBM. And, okay, great. They signed a partnership with IBM. What the hell is it going to do? And moreover, let's just take a look at Stellar, all right? The symbol XLM. XLM is the symbol. The current market cap on this son of a bitch is $12.9 billion market cap. Now take a look at the circulating supply again. 17,890,160,406 Stellar in circulation. And if you take a look at what the total end supply is going to be, you want to know what the total end supply of Stellar is going to be? 103,590,302,054. Okay? So, once again, I hear these idiots on CNBC saying, oh, man, Stellar, it's going to go straight to the top, dude. You don't even understand. We're talking about it on CNBC and Bloomberg here, so, hopefully you guys, it's stupid. It's stupid. Does anyone not even consider the goddamn circulating supply of these things, man? and how the circulating supply is directly affected to the value. It directly affects the value of the coin. I mean, this is simple monetary economics, man. I mean, that's why the Federal Reserve has been criticized for the past 20 years, because the Federal Reserve has literally left the printing presses on and have printed up a whole crap load of U.S. dollars that are circulating around the U.S. economy and around the world. And that's why you have the Federal Reserve gradually raising interest rates the past year and a half at 0.25% every time that they raise the interest rate, because what the Federal Reserve is doing by raising the interest rate is recalling those outstanding dollars that they printed for the past 30 years. That's what raising interest rates means when the Federal Reserve raises interest rates. They're trying to recall those dollars that they printed out for the past 20 years back. Now, why would they do that? So that the dollar can have value. Good God, man, I can't believe people are this stupid. I can't believe it. I can't believe people are this stupid. And you see, folks, if people are this stupid, why do we need regulation, man? Why don't we just let these people learn from losing their ass? I'm serious, man. I don't feel sorry for anybody who loses money, man. You should know what you're getting into, man. And look, I'm not trying to say everyone's perfect. I've lost some money. Everybody's lost money. It's capitalism, man. But the difference between everyone else who loses money on a Tron or a Ripple and blame the whole cryptocurrency game, if I lose money, or at least at this point anybody in the inner circle loses money, we look at it, we analyze it, we figure out what we did wrong, and we never do it again. All right? We learn from our failures, you know? I mean, give me a break. I mean, you have to learn from why you fail. And once you do that, you'll never fail again, for Christ's sake, man. But you know, what I've noticed specifically with Western folk, Western civilization, these people will keep doing the same dumb garbage over and over again until, you know, something tragic happens to them. They have to have some life-moving event for them to finally realize, oh my God, I really shouldn't have done this. I'm serious. I think that people in the West have a very hard time from learning from their mistakes. All right? A very hard time learning from their goddamn mistakes. But anyway, sorry for going on that banter. Let's get to Stellar, symbol XLM. I think we talked the current market cap is $12.7 billion. The circulating supply, $17 billion in circulation, and I think we talked about how it was going to be $120 billion or something. Hold on, let's look at that. Bring that up again, engineer. There it is. 103 billion will be the circulating supply, the total end circulating supply for Stellar. Now, folks, if you think that this is going to go to $1,000, you're fooling yourself again. Okay? You've got to do the math. All right, now, maybe it gets to $1 or $2. Maybe it gets that. I don't think it'll even get higher than $2.50 because there's just too many in circulation. It's ridiculous. All right, now, in the past 24 hours, it has gone up 27.06%, but, I mean, folks, there's almost 18 billion in circulation, and the end circulation is 103 billion. I mean, wake up, man. Current price is 71 cents for Stellar, which has been talked about in, what do they call it, Crypto Class on CNBC. Have you heard about this? They got a new segment, Crypto Class. Let's talk about Stellar. Stupid idiots, man. Let's get to Litecoin, folks, all right? Now, I know I've talked about Litecoin. It's just a coin. There is nothing to it. It's rather fast. The transaction fees aren't that expensive. But the reason people are eyeballing this is that either this or another coin is going to be the Facebook coin, folks. I'm telling you this right now. Mark Zuckerberg even reiterated this yesterday, once again, that Facebook will be getting into cryptocurrency. They will, and they need to, because first of all, folks, I'm not a Facebook user, and a lot of people are in the inner circle, and they're saying that their marketplace sucks, that nobody really goes to their Facebook marketplace except a bunch of pajeebs looking for Bob's and Vagine pics. There's really nothing there. And integrating cryptocurrency, I think, would take off their marketplace concept and make it very easy to just transfer crypto from one user to the next. There's a lot of things that Facebook could do here. Now, we've had this debate in the inner circle that, well, what if Facebook just, makes its own coin? What if Facebook just produces its own coin and have its own ICO? And, what's stopping them from doing that? First of all, Mark Zuckerberg has all this money, but he has no sense, okay? All right? And let's just do the math here, okay? Let's just say he was going to do an ICO. He would have to bring together some of the brightest minds of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, which would cost him a pretty amount of money to get them away from whatever they're doing in the cryptocurrency world and bring them to Facebook to create a Facebook ICO, first and foremost. Because, look, let's be honest, every hacker and their brother is going to be looking at how to crack the Facebook blockchain or somehow hack the wallet or something. You want to trust people that are already in the game and understand all these things. All right? Lest we forget, was it Tether? Tether, was getting hacked right out of people's wallets, Tether. And you don't even make any money on Tether. Tether is a scam, in my opinion, but it's where you go so you don't lose money. It stays $1.02 or something, or $1.01. You don't lose any money. It's ridiculous. Although you still have to pay to trade the son of a bitch, but still. But anyway, as I was stating, folks, Facebook is not going to create its own ICO, because not only will it cost them a lot of money to bring in the talent, but it also costs them a lot of money to even distribute and have all this, the whole rigmarole. To be honest with you, you have to think of it like a businessman. When you're a businessman and you have a lot of money, right, you don't want to just go and buy, some spot and just start creating a business from the ground up. You don't just want to start creating a business from the ground up, because it's hard to create a business from the ground up. When you're a businessman that has a lot of money, you want to purchase profit, is the saying that goes in business. Meaning, you want to go up to a successful business and just buy the profit right from under them. Because it's easier. Because you can purchase the business, and if they're profitable and they're successful, you can look through their books and see how much that they get on a quarterly basis, and you know that as long as you obtain the business and don't mess with the formula too much, that you're going to continue making that profit. Same thing with Mark Zuckerberg entering into the cryptocurrency market. It would behoove him, in my opinion, to single out which cryptocurrency he wants to use, because he has to use one. He can't make it like a plethora of coins. He has to use one, because then that one coin will become instantaneously majorly valuable. Now, before he does that, I can already imagine that Mark Zuckerberg and many within Facebook would probably purchase either 50, possibly 75% of the coin itself off of the market. All right, now this is what I would do. I'm just saying it would behoove them to do it. All right, they've got the money to do it. They purchase a good percentage of the coin that they're going to single out of the market, and there's only 25% or 30%, 35%, whatever it is, circulating in the market. The rest of the coin is in their possession, right? Well, then all Facebook has to do is say, hey, I'm implementing cryptocurrency in the marketplace on Facebook. You can send cryptocurrency to your friends. You can purchase in-game crap on Facebook with crypto, the whole 9 yards, but you have to use, I'm just saying for the sake of argument, Litecoin. Well, then all of a sudden, Litecoin is going to be very much in demand, especially amongst Facebook users. And why not have Zuckerberg say, and you know what, if you need to purchase Litecoin, you can purchase it right from Facebook. You can purchase it from us. And you see, they'll be the one exclusively to go to if you want to purchase this Litecoin. Look, I'm telling you, if Zuckerberg is going to enter the crypto market, that's how he's going to do it. And one more thing. Another reason why Zuckerberg will not do an ICO is because he tried this crap before. Do y'all remember Facebook credits? Y'all remember that crap? Look it up. This guy actually tried this crap before. Facebook credits, and it was a failure. It was an utter failure. And, Zuckerberg, I don't think is a stupid man either. I think he knows that, hey, why build the crap from the ground up? Let's just purchase profit. That's why he paid, I don't know how many billions for Instagram, and they thought he was nuts. Look at Instagram now, baby. He wasn't stupid. So I think that's what Zuckerberg of Facebook's going to do. And really, the $100 million question or more is which cryptocurrency is it going to be? And it's not just Facebook. Amazon as well is going to do this here in the future, in my opinion. And I think that you've got Bezos thinking about doing the same thing. So watch out for these types of moves, folks, because we're trying to investigate who will be the Facebook coin. I'm telling you. And look, we've got some loser saying Facebook's a dying platform. Who cares? Hey, the old people are on Facebook. The baby boomers are on Facebook. All right? The people with money are on Facebook. All right? Grandma Millie is on Facebook. You understand? And if they're like, I'm going to get into the crypto coin stuff, that little Billy is over here trading. I feel like I'm getting into the 21st century. You understand? That's where the money's at, man. That's where the money's at. But you see, you're probably some stupid autist that worries about, do you know the way, kind of games, and, that's all you worry about. Anyway, I'm getting off keister. We're well into the second hour. I'm sorry. We're 6 minutes into the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. Actually, we're more than that. Who cares? We're in the second hour. All right, the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. Of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get started on anything else, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread it around like wildfire on this Baller Friday and let everybody know on the internet and throughout the world that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on the last bastion of social media free speech out here. And I'm talking about Gab. You can type in your browser gab.ai, and you can follow me on that platform under the name Politics Ghost, all right? All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow, and I'm verified. Now that we got that all out of the way, once again, Litecoin. Where was I here? 5.39% increase in a 24-hour period. The current price for Litecoin, symbol LTC, $241.71 per Litecoin. Good God. Give me a drink. I'm neglecting my beer over here. But, hey, man, money talks, right? Money talks. You get to Dash, folks. Dash, D-A-S-H. Now, Dash, I think, still has growing room, to be honest with you. And the reason I say Dash has growing room is, first of all, it's probably a little better than Bitcoin. It's probably the identical type of coin that Bitcoin is. The only difference is that Dash doesn't cost you a fortune to transfer. And secondly, the transfer times for Dash are unbelievably fast. It's a fast-ass coin. Now, with that being said, there's a very low circulating supply, at least in relation to most cryptos, and that's what makes Dash attractive to me. I think that even at these prices, I'm a buy on Dash, believe it or not. I am a buy on Dash, and we shall see what happens. Now, lest we forget, Dash used to be Dark Coin, which was a coin that was around during the early phases of crypto. So this is an old-timer here, old Dash. That's DASH. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Current market cap is $8.5 billion in market capitalization. The current circulating supply is 7.8 million in circulation. 7.8 million. In the past 24 hours, Dash has gone up 9.07%. Current price for Dash, symbol DASH, current price is $1,096.12. And I'm a buy on Dash, folks. Remember, we got people holding the bag up to about, I think, $1,500, $1,400. And I think that the target price on this one, man, could go up to as high as $2,000, maybe $2,500 here. I mean, you got a decent circulating supply, fast transfer time, low transfer speed. I think it does what Bitcoin does, but better. So I like Dash, folks. Once again, I've always told you I like Dash. So with that being said, let's continue on. Let's talk about Quantum, folks. QTUM is the symbol. Now, once again, I am giving people the price that includes the Korean markets, which has been taken off of coinmarketcap.com. They are not including the prices of they're not including the exchanges, I should say, that are being traded in South Korea in the calculation of the price of the crypto, which I think doesn't represent the true market. So with that being said, I'm going ahead and I'm saying Quantum's price with the two Korean markets, with the Korean markets in the calculation of the price. So anyway, Quantum, QTUM, and look, folks, I think that this is a buy. I'm buying on this all the way up until it's about $500. I think that this coin could easily be $500, and I'm basing that trajectory on what the hell Ethereum is doing. I mean, if Ethereum is going up to about $1,300 and it's got 98 or 97 million in circulation, 97 million, I mean, obviously people are flocking to Ethereum based on the technology, and if you want my opinion, if you go and do your own research on QTUM, Quantum, you'll know that they have smart contract technology integrated into their coin, and their coin is its own token. They are not in the ERC20 tokens. They are their own token. Now, with that being said, folks, I think that there's a lot of room for this coin. I think people need to watch out for this coin. This coin has been added into many different Asian social media sites, the YouTube equivalent to Asia. There's a lot of things going on with this coin here, folks, and I'm long-term on it, and so is the Inner Circle. We've made some serious capital on it. We think that there's a lot more to be made. Lest we forget, this coin went up to as high as $100, so we have a lot of people holding the bag on Quantum here. And once it hits over that $100 mark, sky's the limit like it usually is, right? Anyway, Quantum's market cap, $4.9 billion in market capitalization. The current circulating supply is 73.8 million in circulating supply. In the past 24 hours, Quantum has gone up 17.68%. Current price for Quantum, symbol QTUM, $66.70 per Quantum, baby, all right? Now, I know I'm running out of time here. It's the 10th anniversary. I just want to get through some of these goddamn coins here because, I mean, I want people to know that whenever we see a contraction, that's when you start buying. And had you bought these past 2 days, you'd be up generously on your money, okay? Let's get to Zcash, folks, symbol ZEC. Once again, I said that Zcash could be $1,000 within the 2 months, within the first 2 months of the year, and we're looking like we're on that trajectory. So let's take a look at it. ZEC is the symbol. Current market cap is $2.1 billion in market capitalization. Now, the reason I like Zcash, folks, is because, first of all, it's got an emphasis on privacy, and privacy coins are going to be very, very big. Very, very big, baby, all right? So that's why you have a lot of people attracted to this particular coin. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. And Monero, which I forgot to cover, which we'll cover here in a second. The current circulating supply is 3 million. That's it. 3 million in circulation. So I like Zcash even at these prices, folks. Believe it or not, I think that this could easily be $1,000 within 2 months, maybe even $1,500 to $2,000 by Christmas. And look, you have to make these assumptions based on the circulating supply, based on the technology of the coin, and based on the demand of that technology of the coin. And Zcash, it's a privacy-based coin. It's got a lot of money backing it up, low circulating supply. I like this son of a bitch, and even at the price it is now. And let's take a look at it. I'm a buyer. In the past 24 hours, it has gone up 10.78%. Current price for Zcash, symbol ZEC, $715. $715.76 per Zcash. What did I tell you? What did I tell you, baby? I'm just saying, all right? Anyway, let's continue going. I want to go to ZRX, folks. That's Zero Ox. I've been telling everybody to kind of look at this. I was telling people to look at this when it was like, 70 cents? I hope that y'all, at least some of y'all listen to me out here because y'all are profiting generously. I know the Inner Circle did. I know they're heel kicking. Let's get to ZRX. That's the symbol. Current market cap is $1.1 billion in market capitalization. The current circulating supply for 0x or ZRX is 491 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, it has gone up 26.99%. Current price for 0x, symbol ZRX, $2.36, baby. All right, when I was covering this son of a bitch was like at 70 cents. All right? Woo! Let's continue going, shall we? I'm just saying. All right, I'm trying to plant seeds out here. Now, let's go back to Mark Zuckerberg and him potentially utilizing some form of cryptocurrency. Now, we talked about the potential rumor about Litecoin and Facebook, that there was somebody who saw Charlie Lee, the guy who created Litecoin, with Zuckerberg, but I don't know about that. What we do know in our research, the Inner Circle, we have found out that BAT, symbol BAT, Basic Attention Coin, that team has been on the Facebook campus and has presented to some extent, from what we understand. We know that they have visited the campus, and we know that they were accepted in a meeting. Now, don't ask me how I know that. We know that. Now, with that being said, folks, this is the only cryptocurrency team that we can find that has visited or even talked to anybody on the Facebook campus. All right. Now, with that being said, that's why I have covered it. I've covered it here the past couple of shows, and I hope that maybe you kind of just threw a couple of bucks at it, because you never know, man. I mean, that's where you make these massive amounts of gains. You know, you got to speculate. You got to make money moves. You know, that's just the way it is. Anyway, let's get to Basic Attention Coin, BAT. BAT right now is at a $744 million market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Basic Attention Coin is 1 billion. 1 billion in circulation for Basic Attention Coin. I know a lot of people are like, man, billion, that sounds high. Well, there's only going to be 1.5 billion in circulation. Now, when you're in the single digits as it pertains to billions, there's still some room to grow in price there. It ain't going to be 1,000, but you still got some room to grow, at least in that $1 to $10 range. I mean, it's perfectly feasible at that circulating supply. And moreover, Basic Attention Coin is a blockchain that's specifically geared towards advertising, which is also something that is a focal point of the business model of Facebook, which is another reason why they may have listened to the team there at the Facebook campus. Now, with that being said, folks, Basic Attention Coin has gone up 13.41% increase. Now, when I started covering this, Basic Attention Coin was at about 50 cents. I think it was at lower than that. I think it might have been about 45 cents. Who knows? Right now, basic attention coin, BAT, 74 cents. 74 cents for basic attention coin. Now, let's get to salt, folks. Now, salt is something that obviously it's not going to take off really, really fast at this point. It's going to be something like what me and the Inner Circle and myself had to wait for Quantum. When we got into Quantum, folks, I got in at $7. Most of the Inner Circle got in from the range of $8 to $12 range, and we sat on Quantum for a good 2 months. You know, we saw sporadic movement, and much like I told you at the beginning of the show about EMC Emercoin with that one individual a part of the Inner Circle, I was trying to tell the Inner Circle during that time we were waiting for Quantum to pop that, look, one day we're going to wake up and this son of a bitch is going to be $40. And then once it reaches $40, that's when we hold on, and it's going to go up even higher. And I'm basing that purely on the technology, man. This is the same instance for SALT, SALT. Now, SALT, I think, is way ahead of the game as it pertains to being financially creative with cryptocurrency. For you folks that don't know, SALT is a collateral-based loan smart contract, meaning you can utilize SALT's service of taking any of your crypto. Let's say that you've made a massive amount of cryptocurrency. Say you got 20 grand. Well, you can buy a membership at SALT. I think there's 3 tiers of membership, and literally put up your cryptocurrency as collateral, and SALT will give you a loan on that cryptocurrency. Okay? I mean, this is you don't even need credit checks at this point. It's pure collateral-based lending. And moreover, folks, SALT is also integrating this with debit cards and credit cards. And this is slowly being rolled out, folks. I mean, they're talking about securing a credit card with your crypto. They're talking about maybe securing a debit card or reloading your debit card with crypto. I mean, there are a lot of things that are going to be coming out of SALT here, and I like them. And the reason I like them is because they use, the service itself utilizes its own cryptocurrency so that you can participate in their collateral loan-based process. So if you want to buy any tier membership out there on SALT, you're going to have to use the SALT cryptocurrency to pay for it. Now, with that being said, folks, SALT, at this point of the game, they're pricing their own cryptocurrency, and that's what they're considering. I mean, if you want a Tier 1 membership on SALT, they want one SALT to become a Tier 1 member. And one SALT, according to SALT, is $27.50. So SALT is already anticipating that this damn thing is going to be at least $27 within the next couple of months. They already know that. I mean, one SALT on their website is $27.50. Now, with that being said, folks, you could also hold your SALT at the SALT website. So for all you folks that are asking for SALT wallets, you can hold it there, or you can download the Exodus wallet, folks. If you all are not aware, you can download the Exodus wallet absolutely free. Just Google Exodus Digital Wallet. I believe the address is exodus.io. And download the wallet absolutely free. You can hold a whole plethora of coins on Exodus. So people were asking me about that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to SALT. The market cap is $670 million. The current circulating supply is 54 million in circulation, much like Litecoin circulation. In the past 24 hours, SALT has gone up 8.03%. Current price for SALT, symbol SALT, $12.38 per SALT. All right, now I'm gonna go over 2 more cryptos, and then briefly go over the stock market, and then we're gonna get on with the show, man. I'm sorry, but hey, money talks, baby. I got a lot of capitalists listening to this broadcast. Let's go to Funfair, folks. FUN. Now, once again, the reason I like Funfair, I was covering this coin when it was only 3 cents, and the reason I like it is because not only is it a coin, they integrate this coin with their smart contract-based casino online gaming. Now, they're about to roll out the casino online gaming component in which you can exclusively and only use Funfair when gambling on this smart contract-based casino, and right there and then creates a value. It creates a reason for people to purchase Funfair. You know, I mean, it gives people a reason. It's integrating its cryptocurrency with its technology. These are the kinds of coins you want to look at. Now, with that being said, folks, Funfair took a humongous increase within the past week. It went as high as 20-something cents, I believe. All right? Now, remember, I was covering this son of a bitch when it was 3 cents. A lot of people have made a lot of money on Funfair listening to this broadcast. All right? I'm not even joking. Let's go ahead and get to it. Current market cap for Funfair is $613 million market cap. All right? The current circulating supply, get this, $4.2 billion in circulating supply. Now, I know that there's $4.2 billion in circulating supply, which means that I'm not expecting Funfair to go up to $1,000 or $100. I'm expecting Funfair's top price to be somewhere over $1, maybe $1.50. All right, it may even get higher depending on how popular their smart contract-based gaming is. But I think that's where I'm putting the price point at its peak, is somewhere around $1 to $1.25, $1.50. All right, let's go ahead and continue. In the past 24 hours, Funfair has gone up 9.97%. Current price for Funfair, symbol FUN, 14 cents, folks. And let me tell you, I'm a buy and hold on Funfair at these prices too. I'm a buy and hold on. Are you kidding me, man? I mean, you've got bag holders right now at 20-something cents. You know it's going to go over that. So buy and hold on Funfair. All right. Now, damn, man, I want to go over more, but I don't have enough time. Here, let me go over one more here, and this is a new one that I'm covering. I'm covering Z Classic, folks. Z Classic is actually the fork, I believe, to Z Cash. Now, Z Classic, the reason I'm covering this, folks, is because we're having a hard fork that no one knows the date on, you know, but we have everybody in the inner circle right now getting a piece of it. And as a result, we're waiting to see what that hard fork is going to culminate to. And another reason I like this, even at these prices, even though it's taken a tremendous increase upward in price, the reason I like this, folks, is because of the circulating supply, once again. So let's talk about it. Z Classic, symbol ZCL. All right, current market cap is $535 million in market cap. The circulating supply, folks, is $3 million in circulating supply. $3 million. In the past 24 hours, Z Classic has gone up 5.92%. Current price for Z Classic, symbol ZCL, $174.91 per Z Classic. Now, last but not least, folks, is, of course, 42 coin, the Inner Circles coin. We are the official spokespeople of the coin, and I'm continuing on about this coin, folks, because let me give you the reason why you should invest in it, all right? First and foremost, it's a long-term investment. It's a long-term investment, folks. There's only 42 coins mined, okay? And by the way, I mean, when these numbnuts and this dumb money that are investing in these multi-tens of billion in circulation coins like Tron and Ripple, when they finally realize that, well, maybe if there's not that many coins in circulation, maybe that means it'll be valuable. Maybe that's what it means. Yeah, no crap, you stupid idiot. Good God. But only 42 coins in supply, folks. Now, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, we've got exchanges coming around the pike, high-volume exchanges coming around the pike. And if you take a look at any coins that get on a new high-volume-based exchange, they go up in price massively, okay? So I'm telling you this as a little insider information, folks, because, I mean, hell, you've got these assholes in the business media that are manipulating you into selling off so the assholes on Wall Street can come in and buy cheap. I'm telling you right now, folks, we are going to be added to some high-volume-based exchanges, and these prices right now are going to look like a drop in the bucket here in the next 3 to 6 months, all right? Let's go ahead and look at it. 42 coins, symbol 42. The current market cap is $2.2 million market capitalization, and of course, the circulating supply is 42. Now, aside from it being a long-term investment, folks, it's also a hedge against these downturns. Take a look at the charts. Whenever there's a downturn in the market, I would suggest you guys roll your profits, whatever liquidity you gained during the time that everything was in the green, roll that over into 42 coin so you can hedge against these downturns. It doesn't go down 30%. You know? I mean, this is a great hedge against crypto contractions. And finally, this is a great pattern trading play. I mean, if you take a look at the swings on this coin, I mean, you can easily make liquidity on a consistent basis pattern trading this coin, all right? So those are the three reasons right there, folks. So entertain them. 42 coin. Once again, the circulating supply is only 42 coins. Only 42 coins. You can't get any lower than that, huh? Anyway, in the past 24 hours, 42 coin has gone up 13.89%. The current price for 42 coin, symbol 42, $52,616.10 per 42 coin. Do you understand? And I think that price is nothing. We're going to see this coin go up to $1 million a coin, boy. You understand that? $1 million a coin. They're going to be talking, they're going to be writing about this coin here in the next 3 months. You watch, all right? You watch, boy. It's going to go all the way up. Goddamn right. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's transition into the stocks, into the stock market here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stocks real quick, man. I know that it's way over time, but I want to go over the stocks because I told you so, all right? Right when I came back in episode 501, I stated that I am bullish on these stock markets because you've got the Make America Great Again economic policy in full effect, and the market is going to continuously react. It's going to continuously react positive to everything that this capitalist president is doing. You understand? I mean, if Trump was really a bad man, if Trump was really a bad man for America, then why is Wall Street continuously buying in to the Make America Great Again economic policy? No liberal, no leftist, no Democrat will be able to explain that one. No one can explain that one. And I'm telling you, folks, I am bullish on this stock market all the way until fourth quarter 2018. And then after the new year, we'll see what happens then, folks. But I am bullish, and I hope you folks have been at least entertaining some of these plays in this market. Now, what did I suggest to you folks out there? High-yield dividend stocks is what you want as far as an investor is concerned. High-yield dividend stocks, because aside from you gaining value from the up or down swing of the stock itself, you will be receiving a dividend on a quarterly basis. A dividend means that the company is going to pay you a certain amount of money per share that you own of that stock. So I'm telling you, especially for you bear investors out there that think that crypto's too risky, I mean, an easy thing to do is value invest a high-yield dividend stock. Now, for you folks that are unfamiliar with that, to do so, what you're going to have to do is just what you would traditionally throw into your savings. $200 a month, $300 a month, whatever it is that you would traditionally throw in your savings, just put it and purchase high-yield dividend stocks. And do that for a year, 2 years, 3 years, however long you're going to do it. And not only are you going to increase your net worth because the value of the stock is going to go up, you are going to get a dividend on a quarterly basis per share that you own of that stock. This is how you have to do it. You have to accumulate as much assets as you possibly can because you have to make yourself worth something as a capitalist. You can't just burn your money on a bunch of stupid phones. I can't believe these kids nowadays, these idiots are buying $1,000 phones every goddamn 3 months. And then if you take a look on Facebook, all right, and just lurk on Facebook and take a look at these kids taking selfies in their damn apartments. They've got no goddamn furniture in there. They're using cardboard boxes as furniture. They're using their damn cell phones as television. I mean, it's stupid. It's ridiculous. But that's why I'm trying to help some of these young people and realize, hey, man, why don't you calm your ass down? Why don't you calm your ass down and make yourself worth something? Because, man, you could purchase the new phone today, and it's going to be garbage tomorrow. You know it, and I know it. It is a depreciating piece of trash, a phone, all right? Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's get to the Dow Jones Industrial. Once again, baby, all-time highs. The Make America Great Again economic policy is in full effect, and that's why any one of these damn liberals or leftists or Democrats try to tell you that Trump is bad for America. Oh, my God, he's bad for America. He's bad for the country. He said shithole. Are you kidding me? Why don't you point to the damn stock market? Why don't you point to the economic growth? Why don't you point to the damn jobs that are being created? Why don't you point to all the bonuses? Have you taken a look at all the bonuses that have been paid out to employees? For Christ's sake, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I mean, and by the way, I have to make this comment. Did y'all hear what Nancy Pelosi said about that, by the way? Nancy Pelosi said that the American worker that's going to receive the $500 or $1,000 bonus, or that are going to receive an extra $2,000 a year in their paycheck, Nancy Pelosi actually said that these are crumbs. These are crumbs. Crumbs? I mean, this just shows you the disconnected ridiculousness of these champagne socialists. I mean, lest we forget, Nancy Pelosi, I think she's married to the prick that invented Real Networks. Do y'all remember Real Networks? It was before Windows Media Player and all this streaming and all this stuff started happening. You would have to, view a live broadcast or view a video on demand on the internet using the Real Network protocol or the Real Network program so that you could view it. That was her husband, man. I mean, he made I don't know how many hundreds of millions of dollars. So Nancy Pelosi, that's why she's so plastic face. That's why she's walking around with whatever Gucci shoes on or whatever the hell she's wearing out here. She's always dolled up, even though she's a 75-year-old bag, 80-year-old bag, whatever the hell she is. I mean, she has the audacity to sit here and say that an extra $1,000 bonus, $2,000 a year added to a paycheck is crumbs, man. I mean, some people have things to pay. Some people got bills and crap, Nancy Pelosi, you ungrateful piece of trash. I mean, this is how disconnected these people are, man. Especially these Democrats, man. Crumbs, man. Tell that to some broad who's not on the fucking welfare system, excuse my French, and who's busting her ass trying to make a living for herself and her freaking kid, who's out here and says, "Oh my God, $1,000! I mean, I can do something. I can buy something for little Billy. I can move out of my shit apartment. Excuse my French. I'm sorry. I'm pissed off. I mean, the audacity of the champagne socialist Nancy Plastic Face Pelosi. The audacity." And somebody just informed me that Real Player is still around for some reason. I mean, this is what her husband created. That's why this broad is completely disconnected. All right, Real.com is where that company is still residing on the internet. Anyway, I'm losing. I'm getting off keister here, but I had to bring up the Nancy Pelosi crumbs thing. This is what Democrats think, huh? That $1,000 that you get from a bonus because the company is getting a tax cut, the $2,000 that the employer or employee is going to get each year because of the tax cut is just crumbs to Nancy Pelosi, huh? I mean, and you people that are claiming to be Democrat, you're claiming that this Democratic leadership represents the people, represents the poor, represents minorities. Get the F out of here, you stupid piece of trash. Anyway, we're all-time highs once again in the stock market. All right, Dow Jones Industrial is up 228.46 points. I mean, good God. I'm loving America. I love being an American today. I am proud of my country. I am proud that Donald Trump is president, man. 228-point increase on the day, a percentage increase of 0.89%. Closing out the Dow Jones Industrial, and it was flirting with 26,000, baby. It was flirting with 20. Can you believe it? Dow Jones Industrial is now 25,803.19 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. I mean, good God. Good God. Let's get to the S&P 500, folks. It's also up 18.68 points. A percentage increase of 0.67%, closing out the S&P at 2,786.24 points for the S&P 500. We've got the NASDAQ. It is also up, folks, 49.29 points, a percentage increase of 0.68%, closing out the NASDAQ at 7,261.06 points for the NASDAQ composite. Unbelievable. But, hey, I told you so, baby. I mean, if you go back in the archives, and this is my 10-year anniversary, by the way, if you go back in the archives at the very beginning of True Capitalist Radio, when I transitioned it from True Conservative Radio, I was giving people stock tips. I was giving people advice. And if you were listening, you'd be in the money today, even back then. I'm telling you, I've been doing this. I've been making people rich. You know what I mean? I've been out here. I've been making people rich. What are these liberals doing out here? I'm over here giving out free money. What are these liberals doing? I'll tell you what they're doing, all right? They're helping a black kid read a book, making sure there's cameras flashing in their face. Hey, look at me. I'm reading to a black kid. I'm reading to a black kid. Everybody see it? All right, good. We're out of here. Hey, look at me. I'm handing out blankets to homeless people. All right, do you have the camera there? Okay, good. I'm handing out blankets to homeless people. Look at me. I'm a liberal. What are you? You immoral heathen? You American? I mean, I'm serious, folks. I mean, what are liberals doing? I'm sitting over here. I'm giving out free money. I mean, folks, the information that I have given out in True Capitalist Radio in the first hour is millions and millions of dollars of information. Now, it was up to every individual that listened to this broadcast to use that information and apply it to their lives. And there's been many that have, believe me. All right, I know Kanye's a fan. Y'all remember that one time Kanye called up and just started busting a flow on Radio Graffiti? You think it's a coincidence now that you've got Kanye now talking stocks? Give me a break. Anyway, let's move on. You know what? I could go over the commodities and all this stuff, but everybody gets it, all right? It's a Baller Friday. It's my 10-year anniversary. My beer's getting warm, for Christ's sake. And not to mention, I want to get some freaking drinking going on, all right? I want to get some freaking drinking. I want to get a drunken stupor going on out here, man. It's Baller Friday! And my 10-year anniversary. 10 years broadcasting. I'm telling you, what a hell of a career. What a hell of a career. Let me finish this beer, and let's get some more beer, all right? Good German beer. Good German beer. More beer! Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead. Let's crack this open, baby. Let's crack this open. None of this twist-off crap, baby. You got to pry off that damn bottle. You got to pry it off, boy.
Hi, I'm a helpful Southern California Honda person, and recently we've been doing random acts of helpfulness, like donating shoes to children in need and helping a music therapy facility with new instruments. And we can help you too with a great deal on an award-winning Honda, like the all-new and completely redesigned Accord, a Car and Driver 10 Best a record 32 times. Click the dealer locator link to find a dealer near you, and go to SoCalHondaDealers.com to suggest a random act of helpfulness for someone you know. Car and Driver, January 2018.
I'm feeling good on this 10-year anniversary. I can tell you that much. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling wonderful. And I'm glad that you're tuning in with me on this Baller Friday, folks. 10 years, baby, 10 years. Oh my God, I feel good. Anyway, now that we've gotten that all out of the way, folks, and for all those folks that wanted to tune in to the commodities and things, we'll do it. We'll cover it on Monday. I will be broadcasting on Martin Luther the King Day. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I will be broadcasting on Martin Luther the King Day this Monday. So, might even get a bucket of chicken. I don't know. Oh, no! I'm just kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke, man. You got to lighten up out here. We're going to talk about lightening up and the president, what he said. We're going to talk about America needs to lighten up and stop thinking that everything's so goddamn serious, for Christ's sake. It's a joke, man. I mean, I grew up, man, back in the 70s and late 60s, man. I mean, we made fun of the whole racist idea. We all knew that there were some prejudices within us. And you know what we did? We just rolled with it. We didn't take it personal, all right? All right, we didn't take it personal. So just calm down, all right? Anyway, folks, I think it's about that time for everybody's, well, at least one of the many parts of the favorite part of the broadcast. And I'm talking about Gab shout-outs, folks, all right? Gab shout-outs, and for all those folks that don't know, if you want a Gab shout-out live right here on the broadcast, all you got to do is like the first post on my Gab account right now, the post that states, "It's Baller Friday!" True Capitalist Radio is now live. Listen in. If you like that particular post, I will give you a Gab shout-out live right here on the broadcast right here and now. Do we got any Gab shout-outs? Engineer, we got any Gab shout-outs? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to some Gab shout-outs right now. Who do we got here, baby? We got Drunken Ass Distilling. Happy 10 years, Ghost. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. 10 years, baby. Oh man, 10 years. What a career. What a career that I have spanned. And folks, let me tell you something. I am the underground when it comes to politics, when it comes to the straight political dope. You understand? I am the internet underground. And everybody who's been listening knows it, for Christ's sake, all right? Anyway, who else do we have here? We've got Alex Jones didn't hide for 5 years. Shut up! Shut up! I took a break because y'all idiots kept voting in Obama. Get the hell out of here! 10 years as a CIA agent. Look, don't even kid around about it. 10 years as a CIA agent. Just shove it up your ass. Don't even kid around about that, man. You think I'm a damn spook? Is that what you all think? Seriously. You all think I work for the agency? Are you kidding me? Man, blow it out your ass if you think that. Give me the mic. I don't work for the CIA, you morons. Shut up, all right? Just shut up. Freaking CIA. I got your CIA. What you see on these nuts, all right? Son of a bitch. We've got Johnny Walker Jew Label. Oh, man, shut up with the juice. Damn it. Johnny Walker Jew Label. What are you talking about? Johnny Walker Jew Label. Look, you assholes. Look, listen to me. You've ruined my Christmas Eve broadcast, okay? You ruined my New Year's Eve broadcast, all right? This is a very special day to me today. It's not only a Baller Friday, it's 10 years. 10 years I've been broadcasting. 10 years. Give me the mic. 10 years. 10 years I've been broadcasting. And I'd appreciate a little appreciation around here. Jesus Christ, man. Who else do we have here, for heaven's sake? We got Ashton Harding. We've got 10 years of the engineer being the real talent. Yeah, shut up, all right? Shut up. I'm the talent, asshole. It's True Capitalist Radio hosted by Ghost, so shut up. We got Supa in the house. We got Spark Synapse in the place. What's going on to Fish? How you doing, man? Who else we got here? I'm not saying that name. I know what you idiots are. I'm not saying that sick name. Jesus Christ. Who else do we have here? We've got 10 years of cane cucking and Trump sucking. 10 years of cane cucking and Trump sucking. Shut up! Shut up! Don't you dare! Don't you even dare go there! Racist bastards, man. Look, give me the mic. Give me the mic. For all those that don't remember, okay, yours truly, the only candidate besides Donald Trump that yours truly has endorsed was my man, Herman Sugarcane, baby. Herman Sugarcane. And let me tell you, the Republicans robbed him. All right, they were the ones that released all those sealed documented, those court documents, and it was ridiculous. All right? Had Herman Cain won the Republican nomination, I guarantee you Barack Obama would not have won a second term. I guarantee it. And not to mention, don't be talking garbage about Trump, boy. You understand? Donald Trump is the modern-day George Washington, for Christ's sake. This man is the greatest president to ever live. So for you idiots to be sitting here and trying to talk garbage about that man, you're not going to do it on this broadcast, you piece of trash. You understand that? You're not doing it on this broadcast. Jesus Christ, man. The lone shithole state? The lone shithole? I'll show you shithole. Yeah, come on down here to Texas and say that, you piece of crap. I'm telling you, you assholes, you got a lot of balls here today, boy. Oh, yeah, you got a lot of balls on Baller Friday. I guarantee you come down here to Texas and run your gator, we'll stop a mud hole in your ass, kick it dry, and then take a dirty yellow bubbly piss in it, and all you can do is look back at me with a yellow smile about it. Come down here to Texas and talk that garbage, boy. We'll kick your ass in the dog meat, piece of crap. You idiots are trying to ruin my Baller Friday. You're trying to ruin 10 years, man. 10 years I've been doing this broadcast. Give me the mic. God damn it. 10 years I've been doing this damn broadcast, man. Can you show a little appreciation, for Christ's sake? Jesus Christ, man. The trans birthday candle. Did you put a pair of balls on a birthday candle? And by the way, it's 10. It's the letter 10 birthday candle. The number 10, the letter 10. The number 10. I'm sorry, there's a pair of balls on it. I'm sorry. And that, when is that meme going to die? Huh? When the hell is that going to die, for Christ's sake? Jesus Christ, man. Who else do we have here? 10 years of Brony? No. Shut up. No. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. High roller to shit roller in 10 years. What the hell does that mean? High roller to shit roller in 10 years? What are you talking about? I am the underground of the internet, boy. You understand that? I am the underground. So you all can sit there and talk all that garbage you want to, boy. All right, but I'm creating capitalists around here. You understand that? I'm sparking synapses in the brains of capitalists throughout the world. And I'm going to continue to do it. Do you understand that? I'm going to continue to do it. What's going on? The Vetaforum Wars. 10 years of being bald and toothless. Like, shut up. First of all, I'm not bald. Secondly, I've got all my teeth. Shut up! Shut your stupid, stinking, smelly cheese hole. Jesus Christ, what's going on to BN King? He's in the house. The Texas shitholers. Like, shut up, you idiot. Come down here to Texas and talk garbage, man. I'm not even joking. What's going on to New York City, NYT? He's in the house. What the hell else do we have here? I'm not saying these sick names, man. I'm not saying it. Happy 10th year from J-Man and Co. All right, well, thanks. Jesus Christ. Slithered away 5 years? What are you talking about? I've been broadcasting for 10 years. Jesus Christ, man. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake? Pawshole, Lone Star State? Yeah, shut up. I got your Pawshole. We got Soggy Taters. 10 years of Jewish lies. Look, first of all, I'm not Jewish, okay? And secondly, why do you all keep calling me a Jew? I don't get it. I don't get it. Stupid idiot. Fight me at bar 1919? That sounds like a gay bar. Why the hell would I meet you there? 1919, it sounds like they got glory holes in the bathroom. What the hell are you talking about? Jesus Christ, man. Look, I'm only taking a couple more and that's it. Cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Oh, that's great, huh? Yeah, Ram Ranch really rocks. Yeah, whatever. Good God. Jesus Christ. 10 years of impersonating Alex Jones. What are you talking about? That asshole rips me off. God damn it, that asshole Alex Jones has been ripping me off for 10 years, and anybody who listens to me and anybody who listens to him knows it. He's been ripping me off, and I'm tired of it. That son of a bitch rips me off. Give me the mic. He rips me off, and everybody who listens knows it, man. And is that what you want? You want some Alex Jones caricature or something? Huh? Yeah, I'm Alex Jones here, and let me tell you something. 1776 will commence again. And what I need you to do right now is I need you to support the broadcast by buying the Super Male Vitality that will get you the big-ass boner and my filters. And that's right, boy, and if you don't, then the reptilian lizard men are going to come down from planet Dragon and come impregnate all the goddamn frogs and turn the freaking frogs gay. Jesus, is that what you want? You know what? I'm not even going to go. You know what? Screw this. That's it. No more Gab shout-outs. No more Gab shout-outs. I'm not going to let you morons ruin this Baller Friday and this 10-year anniversary of me broadcasting. I'm not going to let you ruin it, man. All right? I'm not going to let you morons ruin it. So, screw Gab shout-outs. You all just ruined it for today. All right? You all just ruined it. Give me my beer, for Christ's sake. Man, I need a shot. That's what I need. I need a shot after that, man. It's my 10-year anniversary out here. I'm being besmirched by a bunch of trolls out here and not giving me any ounce of respect whatsoever, man. Not giving me an ounce of respect. I deserve more respect. All right? I'm a capitalist. And I deserve the respect accorded that title. Now, look. I'm going to calm down here because I'm looking at this bottle right here. Let me take this bottle out of the box here. I'm telling you, baby. Woo, yeah. Oh, man, here it is. Johnny Walker, Blue Label, Ghost and Rare. Oh, yeah. Woo! And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a shot of Johnny Walker, Blue Label, Ghost and Rare straight up. All right? So let's pop the cork on this thing. Oh, yeah. Here, let me smell that. Oh, smells great. Let me just get a little taste. Oh man, that's awesome. Awesome, man. All right, let's go ahead and let's pour a shot. Let's pour a shot of some Johnny Walker, boy, Ghost and Rare. Oh yeah. Let's do it. All right. Man, it's brand new. Hold on. Let me put the microphone down here. I don't want to overpour, man. This is expensive stuff here. Oh man, there's a shot. Oh man, don't let it drip. All right. Jesus Christ, I'm telling you, man, this is like, a shot that I just poured of Johnny Walker. Let's pour a little more than that. All right, let's put the top off again. Let's pour a little more than that. A little more than that, for Christ's sake, baby. All right, there we go. That's better. All right. Let's put all right, now that we've got all this. Hey, this is a $75 shot in a bar, baby. This is a $75, $80 shot right here at a bar. I'm not even joking around, all right? Anyway, folks, let's go ahead, and if you have a glass of whatever I want to say, raise your glass. I want to say cheers. Cheers to all of you that have been listening to me for the past 10 years. I want to say once again, cheers to all those that have listened to the broadcast and have applied the substance that I have conveyed on this broadcast and applied it to your lives. I want to say cheers to you. Cheers to the capitalist army. Cheers to the inner circle, baby. Hey, 2018 is the inner circle's year, baby. You understand that? I mean, the inner circle, and I'm just going to say it real quick, we're making so many successful stories in the inner circle, man. We've got people quitting their jobs and turning themselves into full-time crypto traders, baby, investors, some of the inner circle are buying homes, baby. They're buying new cars. They're living lavish. Why? Because they're part of my crew, baby. You understand? They're a part of my crew. When you're a part of my crew, I take care of you. You understand? You know what I'm saying? And whenever the inner circle rolls, baby, we're all going to be wearing some badass freaking suits, man. We're going to look like the freaking mafia. Not even joking around. Anyway, cheers to the inner circle, and cheers once again to the modern-day George Washington, the man that brought me back to broadcasting once again in March of 2016. I'm talking about the man himself, the man who is changing America and making America great again, and I'm talking about Donald Trump. Cheers, baby, cheers. Let's go ahead and shoot this. Oh, man, look at it. It's so smooth, baby. So smooth. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Woo! I'm telling you, once you take a shot of some beautiful, nice, expensive scotch, it just kind of invigorates you, Once it hits your palate, it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, man, I almost want to take another shot of that. I just don't want to get loaded before the show's over, I want to go kick it with the inner circle, for Christ's sake. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and move on with the broadcast. I don't want to take it too serious, but I do want to talk about a couple of things. I want to talk about President Trump, obviously, folks. Now, I want to talk about how President Trump got ratted out by the Democrats. And let me explain what happened. Now, the Democrats were conducting a meeting with the president, and they were discussing immigration. As a matter of fact, the specific immigration policy that they were discussing was the lottery system immigration. And President Trump, according to the Democrats, who basically leaked this private meeting and excerpts of this private meeting to the press, because that's what sniveling Democrats do, they're weasels, they leaked out that the president, when questioning the Democrats about the lottery system as it pertains to immigration, why, and I'm quoting Dick Durbin, Turban Durbin, now I don't remember who was Turban Durbin, Dick Durbin, that why are we having all these people from Haiti and Africa? These places are shitholes, quote unquote. And that's what the Democrats allege that the president said. The Democrats allege that the president was referring to Haiti and Africa as shitholes, and they decided to be little weasels and rap that out to the press, and now the press they hate the president for whatever reason. Well, we all know the reason. They got paid in stimulus package 2 during Obama, but still, the press is rolling with it, calling him mentally unfit, racist, Ku Klux Klan, whatever. But let's take a step back here, right? Now, folks, I don't know if you all saw this gab that I posted earlier today, all right? But I posted a video in which it shows Haiti, prior to the earthquake, making mud cakes to survive, folks, okay? Now, listen, a lot of people have liked this particular post. A lot of people have reposted it. I've gotten a lot of comments from it. Because just think about this for a second. These people in Haiti, and I've talked about this before, but it bears repeating. These people in Haiti are surrounded by a whole ocean of fish. They're surrounded by a whole ocean of freaking fish. And yet, instead of going out there with a spear fishing, or, I don't know, trying to trap these fish in some kind of fishery-type capacity, they decide that that's just too much work for these folk. And they look down at their feet and they're like, there's mud there, and there's a lemon over there. Let me go ahead and just kind of mix this mud up with a little bit of water and sprinkle some goddamn lemon on it and make a mud cake. Now, take a look at my gab, folks, and take a look at about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 posts down. And I gabbed that Haiti is surrounded by a whole ocean of fish and other seafood, yet they're eating mud cakes to survive. And this was before the earthquake. No offense, but if this isn't a shithole, then someone please define shithole. Somebody please define what a shithole is. And let's just say, for the sake of argument, that the President of the United States really did say this. Who cares? It's a shithole, okay? I mean, folks, you know that the island of Haiti is attached to the Dominican Republic, and not even the Dominican Republic lives like this. And they're on the same freaking island. They're on the same freaking island, for heaven's sake, man. So, once again, I mean, Haiti, it's just been reduced to whatever it is that it's been reduced to. And if you want my personal opinion, the way and the reason they are the way they are is because we keep giving them aid. We keep giving them international welfare out of the taxpayer system. I don't know if y'all remember this, but after the earthquake, the UN went in, and a bunch of other nonprofit NGOs went in, started handing out like rations and started handing out like, things to survive, edible goods, that sort of thing. And these Haitians were demanding steak after the earthquake. They were demanding steak. And that's how dependent we have the country of Haiti. And let's talk about Africa as well. Africa is the same way. Take a look at all the foreign aid that we have been giving to Africa. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up, folks, is because whether or not you agree with what the language was used by the president, he claims he didn't say it. I'm going to say, even if he did say it, so what? So what? The place is a shithole, all right? Why do you think that we're even discussing bringing in massive amounts of people into this country from that country? Because it's a shithole, all right? It's a shithole. And what Donald Trump was trying to get across in this conversation to these weasel Democrats was that why do we have to take all these people from these shithole countries when we, as America, should be a little bit more selective about our immigration and make it merit-based? I mean, why aren't we taking people that want to leave the Euro-cuck EU? Why aren't we taking people that want to leave Sweden because they're being bombarded by a bunch of Yehudis? Why aren't we taking people from the UK that want to leave the goddamn ridiculous socialist freaking communist mess that's slowly erecting out there and come to America? Why? And let me tell you, the president visited with the Prime Minister of Norway recently. It was yesterday, I believe. And I think he even used Norway as an example, that why can't we get more of these immigrants from Norway, these types of things. And I think he's absolutely right. I mean, the United States is not a dumping ground for the world's shitholes, all right? I'm sorry, all right? I mean, look, the United States, the reason, when they talk about Ellis Island and they talk about all these immigrants that came in before Ellis Island, hey, the United States was a shithole back then, all right? I mean, give me a break, all right? Have you seen Gangs of New York? Even though I don't think that's historically accurate, I think the aesthetics of how New York was fairly accurate, okay? I mean, when everybody migrated here, this whole argument that, we were all immigrants and we all came here. Yeah, we all came here because we didn't give a crap what this shithole was in America. It was the unknown land. And we wanted to get away from Europe. We wanted to get away from wherever the hell our goddamn ancestors originated from, because they were persecuted, they weren't allowed to worship, they weren't allowed to participate in economic freedom, etc. So that's why I'm telling you folks, what the president was trying to convey at this meeting was an actual Make America Great Again policy in which it's going to help America if we stop being so politically correct. And all you folks that are saying that, how can you say that about Haiti? How can you say that about Africa? Why don't you all go over there and help them? Huh? Why don't you all go over there and help them if you're so goddamn concerned about it? You're not. You're not. You understand? You're not. So that's why I'm saying, folks, okay? This whole grandstanding of a private meeting and a conversation within a private meeting should not be used against the president, okay? He's a man. He's a capitalist. He's not some bureaucrat that's going to sit over here and mince his words, okay? And that's the criticism of a lot of stupid-ass bureaucrats and academics against capitalists. I'm serious. Most academics and most bureaucrats, the reason that they don't like capitalists is they don't like the fact that capitalists don't have to be as intellectual as they are, as well-read as they are, as well-studied as they are, as articulate as they are, and yet these capitalists can make large sums of money. They can employ large amounts of people. They can do all these things without having to go through the whole rigmarole of the canonization of higher education. And that's really why most people hate capitalists, because you don't have to be some idiot that graduated with a doctorate and is so articulate and has a sesquipedalian vocabulary to be rich. You know? I'm serious. So with that being said, folks, I do not blame the president. As a matter of fact, all you people that are getting butthurt about the president potentially calling Haiti and parts of Africa a shithole, I challenge you, go out there and aid. Go out there and help. Go out there and feed these people, and then come back and then debate whether or not it's a shithole, okay? Huh? Have you ever seen a documentary? And look, this I strongly advise everybody to check out this documentary by Vice, when Vice was actually producing decent content about almost 8-9 years ago. There was a documentary that was created about Liberia. Now, for you folks that are not familiar with Liberia, it is a horrible, horrible, impoverished country. Now, I hate to go into this, but it bears repeating, okay? Liberia, it's a weird story. The capital of Liberia is called Monrovia, after the President Monroe. Now, why is it named after President Monroe? Because President Monroe, you know, the Monroe Doctrine, all that shit, Monroe decided that, because he was presiding over a peacetime during the American history, it was one of the biggest peacetime, he decided to free some slaves. And he freed a whole bunch of slaves and said, you know what, we're sorry. We're going to send you back to Africa, and we're sorry that we enslaved you. All that liberal nonsense, okay? So when Monroe freed these slaves and sent them back to Africa, they landed in Liberia. And you know what the freed slaves of America did when they arrived in Liberia? They enslaved the native Liberians, all right? They enslaved the native Liberians, for Christ's sake. They enslaved the native Liberians, and ever since then, they've been at war with each other ever since. The natives of Liberia against those who were the descendants of the slaves that enslaved the natives of Liberia. Okay? Now, take a look at that documentary and tell me that isn't a shithole, okay? Now, for all you people that are taking offense to the fact that, how can you call that a shithole? How can you do that? That's so inhumane. Hey, it's time to start telling things how it is. This idea of political correctness has to cease. Political correctness has made everyone view reality from a very pussy-whip perspective. And most people don't want to view things from reality. They don't want to view things that, hey, things ain't as pretty as these liberals want to paint it out, for Christ's sake. I'm telling you this right now, man. The Democrats who ratted out the president, Mr. President, you need to realize these pieces of garbage Democrats, they're not going to play the political game. These people are rats. These people are weasels. These people are pieces of trash. And as far as I'm concerned, these places are shitholes. And anybody who's taking offense to it, instead of sitting here mouthing off about getting on a soapbox, trying to virtue signal, why don't you go to Liberia? Why don't you go to Haiti? Why don't you go to these countries and make it better? And I guarantee you, you're going to find yourself against a rock and a hard place, all right? Because these people don't want to progress themselves. Anyway, look, I agree with the president on this, and anybody who finds it, offensive that the president called these places shitholes, well, then, you're just virtue signaling. You don't know your ass from your elbow. It's just bottom line, all right? Anyway, let's talk a little bit more. The president reluctantly today continued to honor the Iran nuclear deal, and he said for the last time, this is the last time. Now, we talked about this Wednesday, that Friday was the deadline on whether or not the president was going to continue to honor the nuclear deal with Iran. And I said that on Wednesday, according to my inside sources, that he will reluctantly continue to honor the Iran nuke deal. And when announcing this, he said that it will be for the last time. Now, since he renewed Iran nuke deal, he has 120 days until he has to renew it again. But before that, the president called on Europe to strengthen the deal, or the president is not going to renew the Iran deal. And the president is not very happy with some of the provisions that make it very, very friendly with Iran and being able to kind of not necessarily go into nuclear weapons, but to other type of weapons that aren't necessarily covered within this Iran nuclear deal. Now, if for whatever reason Europe, which let's be honest, folks, Europe, especially EU, they've been trying to talk friendly with Iran. They've been trying to be diplomatic with Iran. But the president said if Europe cannot, and I repeat, cannot reframe this deal to be more favorable to the United States and have a little bit more oversight to Iran, that the president will not renew the deal. So it's pretty much what I prognosticated on Wednesday. And to be honest with you, I think that the president didn't really want to stir the pot, much like I said on Wednesday. He didn't want to give fodder to the Iranian government to show people in Iran that, look at the Americans, they don't care about this, all that. They went out to the nuclear, all that crap. There's no fodder. The Iranians and the government have to deal with their protests and their domestic upheavals without having any kind of fodder coming from this side of the globe. So once again, the president reluctantly continues to honor the Iranian nuclear deal for the last time. He's got 120 days from now for Europe and the United States to renegotiate a new provisions, new deal, or the president's not going to sign the Iranian nuclear deal in 120 days. So that'll be interesting, right? Anyway, another thing about the president has canceled his trip to the UK. And why? Because, folks, the UK are a bunch of Eurocucks. It's freaking sad. It's freaking sad. It's freaking sad what's happened to the UK, folks. It really is. I mean, I have a whole bunch of capitalists that listen to the UK, but everyone out there has been so anesthetized with socialism, so anesthetized with collecting off the government dole, that it seems more than inevitable that we're going to see here in the near future, we're going to see a Jeremy Corbyn prime ministership. I mean, it's becoming more and more of a reality as days go by. And not to mention, folks, the president is really falling out of favor out of the UK because of their pro-Islamic terrorist immigration policy. You know, it's much like Sadiq Khan said, that terrorism is part and parcel with living in the big city. And as you can see in London, they have all kinds of terrorist acts, and now it's part and parcel with living in London. Now, the reason that the president was going to visit in the first place was because the United States is opening a new embassy in London, and, it's a nice embassy. We paid a lot of money for it. We paid a lot of money to protect it from terrorism because we all know London is a hotbed of Yehudis that just want to go jihad. And president decided to cancel his trip. And you know what Sadiq Khan, the mayor of London said? He said that the reason that Donald Trump canceled his trip is because he knows better. Now, what the hell does that mean from this pro-terrorist piece of London mayor trash, that he knows better? What the hell does that mean? And you see, this is what I'm talking about. People in the UK, y'all are lost, man. Y'all are done. I'm not even joking around, man. I mean, how you allow Sadiq Khan to continue to be the mayor of that goddamn city and allow this man to say that terrorism is now part and parcel with the living in London. I think it's ridiculous, man, and you all should be ashamed of yourselves. All that history that Britannia has, all that history flushed down the toilet because y'all are a bunch of socialist Eurocucks, and y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, all right? I mean, you've got a terrorist as the mayor of London, and if you don't believe me that he's a terrorist, well, then why is he saying that terrorism is part and parcel with living in the big city? No, it's not. It just became part and parcel once we started accepting all these Yehudis into our goddamn country. That's when it became part and parcel, when we brought these Yehudis over here. And that's why the president is concerned about our immigration policy. He's concerned about our immigration policy because the Democrats, who were in charge for the past 8 years, allowed everybody to come in. And they were emphasizing bringing in these people from these battle-hardened places within the Middle East, who we all know are a bunch of Yehudis in disguise trying to enter into our country to commit terrorist acts. You notice you never see any women, you never see any children when it comes to this, because the men are out here, and this is a systematic attempt by Islam to literally conquer Europe and to conquer the West. They're coming in as refugees, and what are they doing? They're raping your women. And look at these Eurocucks in Europe. They're allowing them to rape their women. They're allowing them, no problem with it. I even read an article in which one woman who was gang raped by Yehudis came out and said, "Oh no, don't press charges on them. No, don't press charges on them. They came from a war-torn area, and I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry." I'm not joking around, folks. I'm not even kidding. I mean, this is the liberal lunacy that I discuss every time, that I have discussed for the past 10 years. I've done this broadcast. 10 years. Yeah. You know what? I'm done, man. I mean, I could talk about this all day, but it seems to me that everyone has been, if you want my opinion, once again, I blame psychotropic drugs. I blame psychotropic drugs for making everybody to convert to a liberal lunatic. Because, folks, this makes no sense. I mean, I will never forget after the Manchester terrorist act at Manchester by Parliament. Remember that idiot ran all these people over and all that crap? I will never forget these stupid Eurocucks had a vigil, a public vigil out there, and they all sang in unison after the terrorist act. "Don't look back with anger, I heard you say. Don't look back with anger, I heard you say." I mean, listen to these Eurocucks. This is sick. This is sickness. I mean, they're okay with allowing a bunch of Yehudis not only to invade their country, rape their women, but kill them? They're okay with this? I mean, this is lunacy. And thank God we here in America had enough sense and still had the ability to vote in a president that was going to put a stop from what's happening in Europe to happen here in the United States. And I'm talking about Donald Trump. Donald Trump put a stop to this crap. Remember, when Barack Obama was in power, this man was by the goddamn plane load bringing in Yehudis. I mean, folks, do you remember that there was a shooting recently at the Mall of America? Folks, did you all see the footage of the Mall of America, folks? It's a bunch of Somalians. It's a bunch of Anels. It's a bunch of women in burqas, for Christ's sake. It looks like a goddamn a market, an open-air market in the middle of the Middle East, for Christ's sake, man. And this is what the Democrats did. This is what Obama did, for Christ's sake, man. And anyone who is talking in favor of more immigrants coming into this country is anti-American. If they don't see what happens to Europe, if they're turning a blind eye to what's happening to these Eurocucks, that's their problem. But we've got to stop this, man. We've got to stop this. And thank God we have a president who's stopping it. Thank God. Anyway, look, I was going to talk a little bit about Robert Mueller. He's obviously requesting a trial for Manafort and co-defendant Rick Gates on May 14th. And I'm glad that the president finally called Peter Strzok's actions. Peter Strzok, the guy who's this big FBI agent that seems to be everywhere, that's, quote, has to do something about Trump being president. I'm glad that the president has actually used the word treason in referencing Peter Strzok, because this man, not only does he deserve to be arrested, I think that he deserves more than that. I mean, treason is the appropriate word. It's very applicable to Peter Strzok. He literally politicized the law. He politicized the law and jeopardized the very institutions of law. Not just him, but the deputy attorney general and all these guys, all Rosenstein, all these guys, all of them. But I'm glad the President of the United States called the actions of Peter Strzok treason, because that's exactly what they are. And I hope that not only is he arrested, James Comey is arrested, and all these people that are in this conspiracy, because that's exactly what it is, folks. It was a conspiracy to try to frame Trump, to try to remove Trump from office. And as a consequence, you have people within the highest ranks of FBI and DOJ that have conspired to try to stop the president and try to remove a duly elected president. This is treason! This is treason! Now, I'm not going to get into too much more than that. All right, I'm not going to get into too much more than that. But with that being said, let's go to the last, all right? Let's go to the last part of the broadcast, and I want to talk a little bit about Christopher Cantwell. And this, for all those that don't know who Christopher Cantwell is, he's the crying white supremacist, you know? He admitted the motives on a Gab post that I reposted and I quoted from. You can go look back at my Gab at Politics Ghost. And if you scroll down, Christopher Cantwell says, I'm a libertarian and I still rather have white socialism than Jew capitalism. And you see, folks, this just proves that the white nationalist and the alt-right faction of this political spectrum we have in America is on the same side as Antifa. I mean, they want the same thing. Antifa talks about how they want socialism, and I've always said that that was the end goal of these white nationalists and these alt-righters. They are not free market. They are not pro-capitalist. They are not pro-freedom. They are socialists, you know? And that includes Christopher Cantwell. That includes Richard Spencer. That includes that asshole Baked Alaska. That includes all these idiots on the alt-right. All right? These assholes are wanting the same thing as Antifa. And when I brought this up and I gabbed about it, I had a lot of white nationalists gab at me, calling me a baby boomer for whatever reason, I have no idea, and saying that I am perpetuating the horseshoe theory, whatever the hell that means. All right, whatever the hell that means. But, folks, everybody who's been listening to my broadcast knows that I have been against the alt-right, and I have always made the assumption that the reason that I don't like the alt-right or white nationalists is because they want socialism. And, folks, what's the difference between socialism and communism and capitalism? Folks, first of all, socialism and communism are the same thing, okay? Both require that everyone who lives under socialism or communism relinquish their own individual freedom, relinquish their own individual decision-making, relinquish their own individual will to the state. And that's the basis of communism and socialism, folks. There is no freedom. All these Antifa assholes that are out here causing a ruckus, dressing in black, throwing rocks, throwing Molotov cocktails, all this crap, they would not be able to do that in communism and socialism. They would have no right to do that. And if you don't believe me, take a look at what happened to the kids who protested peacefully at Tiananmen Square, China, 1989. Take a look at them. The Chinese Communist government had enough of them and shot them all dead. Estimated 250,000 Chinese young people dead at Tiananmen Square. That's communism. Do you understand? That's communism. And you see, that's what both these sides want. That's what both these sides are advocating. And you take a look at some of the vocal alt-right white nationalist celebrities. What are they offering besides a bunch of reactionary, agitative type rhetoric and agitative actions? These are the same tactics used by the left. And that's why I've always been critical about those that have been claiming to be white nationalists and alt-righters, because all these personalities do is agitate. They're not helping their cause. They're not trying to perpetuate a legitimate movement to directly affect change in the government. They're just agitating. And why? Because if you want my view, folks, both the alt-right and Antifa are the same goddamn thing. And I've been saying this for at least 2 years since I've come back, okay? And Christopher Cantwell, which is the crying white supremacist, and if you haven't seen the Vice video on this dude, this guy, he's got a little skinhead going on. They show him, like, cocking guns. He's like all this mean skinhead badass. Yeah, I'm Christopher Cantwell, man, and yeah, we're ready to go to war, man. We're ready to go to war. And and then Charlottesville, Virginia happens. He gets a warrant out for his arrest for, being one of the organizers of the event. Comes out crying. Comes out on a YouTube video crying. Now, I'm not judging the man. I mean, hey, he's facing, I think, a pretty good amount of years in prison, whatever the case might be. But for this man to say that he would rather have socialism than, quote, Jew capitalism, it only proves that the same mentality, and not only the same ideology. I mean, we already know that the alt-right and the white nationalists want the same ideology as the Antifa, which is socialism, but the same perspective of life. That, if you want my view, Christopher Cantwell is blaming Jew capitalism for his failures and shortcomings in life, just like a leftist does. A leftist blames capitalism for their shortcomings instead of looking at that person in the mirror and asking themselves a couple of questions. And you see, this is where socialism and communism give idiots like Christopher Cantwell and others the ability to blame someone else for their own shortcomings, man. I mean, you're blaming Jew capitalism? I mean, folks, capitalism is the essence of freedom. I mean, there's nobody holding a gun to your head in capitalism for you to spend your money. There's nobody holding a gun to your head when you're negotiating a wage with your employer. There's nobody holding a gun to your head to obey the state. Under capitalism, folks, you have the ability to carve out your own destiny. With your own ambitions, your own creativity, your own skills, you can create whatever life it is that you want. And that's based on your own individual decision-making, your own individual choice, your own individual freedom. So whenever I hear, Christopher Cantwell and Richard Spencer and all these white nationalists blame Jew capitalism for their shortcomings, maybe you need to look in the mirror and realize that you're a failure in life. And maybe instead of blaming people for your shortcomings, you should blame yourself. And one last note. What's up with everybody blaming the Jews for everything? Everybody's blaming the Jews for everything, and yet they are one of the smallest groups of people as far as population is concerned on the planet. What I find really, really difficult to understand is that all these white supremacists, if the Jew is so much in control, why did you let them take control? I mean, if the Jew is in control of the money and control of the garment industry and control of the diamond industry, if they're in control of the media, why did you let them? What were you doing? What were you white nationalists doing? I'm just saying, what were y'all doing to allow these people, quote unquote, to take so much power? What were y'all doing? I mean, I'm just saying, I'm tired of hearing that it's the Jew this, the Jew that. Now, are the Jews to blame for certain misfortunes that have been bestowed on the world? Yeah, you can make cases in certain instances, sure. But, to sit here and claim that the reason Christopher Cantwell or Richard Spencer or anyone else is a life loser and all they have is their rhetoric has nothing to do with Jewish capitalism. It has everything to do with their inept ideology and their, let's be honest, their lack of intellectual curiosity, ambition, creativity, and skills to pay the bills. And, in capitalism, it doesn't mean that it's the end, man. It doesn't mean that it's the end. Colonel Sanders, the guy who created KFC, after a lifelong of working and not making anything and having kind of a meaningless life, at 65 years old, Colonel Sanders wanted to kill himself. And he was going to hang himself by a tree, and he sat next to that tree and started writing his suicide note. And as he was writing his suicide note, he started listing all the things that he never did in his life. And when he realized that, wait a minute, I've lived 65 years, I haven't done anything. I've just limped along this life. I can't die right now. And you know what this man did? He found what he does best, and that was cook chicken. And that may sound silly, that may sound ridiculous to everybody right now, but he found the skill that he needed to earn him an income. And he went from place to place trying to serve his chicken, trying to sell his recipes to restaurants, etc. And folks, by the time he died, which was in his late 80s, he was a billionaire. He was a billionaire. Lived 65 years as somebody who just dwindled along in life as a nobody. And at the time he was about to kill himself and hang himself, he decided that he was going to do something because he hadn't done anything in his life. His life was meaningless. And when he realized that, he used capitalism to make his life better. The ability to exchange goods and services to make his life better. And that's why he became Colonel Sanders, folks, because of capitalism. So it's never too late for capitalism. It's never too late to start over. It's never too late to do this stuff, man. But if you're going to keep blaming Jew capitalism, if you're going to keep blaming Jews, if you're going to keep blaming this and that, well, then you're just going to be like everybody else. And your word is going to be nothing. You're probably going to live in a single-wide trailer. You're probably going to, since you're promoting socialism, anyone who promotes socialism wants government money. They want to be supported by the state. And that's why Richard Spencer, whenever he talks, that's all he's got is a bunch of empty rhetoric. Whenever Christopher Cantwell talks, that's all he has is empty rhetoric. What do I have? I'm just a voice. And I am giving people money, free money. I mean, what's more liberal than that? Giving away free money, making people rich, giving people the information to apply to their lives to make their lives better. What is Richard Spencer doing? Doing nothing but agitating. What is Christopher Cantwell doing? Nothing but agitating, because that's all they've got. Their rhetoric is worth dick. It's meaningless. It's utterly meaningless. So with that being said, folks, I'm a capitalist to the day I die. Capitalism or death. And let me tell you something, I don't think anyone who advocates socialism or communism is human at this point. And if you take a look at all the destruction that socialism and communism has done to the 20th century, then you can see that it is one of the most disgusting, destructive systems that has ever graced the earth. And as far as I'm concerned, anybody advocating for socialism or communism is a danger to society and should not even be looked upon in any form of legitimacy. I mean, I think that they're subhuman. I'm not even kidding around. Anybody who advocates socialism or communism is sub-freaking-human. And we need to all treat these people in that capacity. We should not be legitimizing socialism or communism to any capacity. Anyway, with that being said, that's it. I'm done. All right. 10-year anniversary up in here, for Christ's sake. And look, we've got some idiot saying that capitalism and Jew capitalism aren't the same thing. What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? You're probably a commie or a socialist. All right, and I'm serious. I honestly believe that communists and socialists, they should be separated from society. I mean, I believe what Pinochet did in Chile, I mean, at some point may be applicable here to the United States, man. These people don't want to live in civil society. Why do you think leftists always want to agitate, always want to create civil unrest, always want to create disorder, always destroy businesses? You understand? I'm not joking, man. So anyway, with that being said, let's just go ahead and get to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, all right? And I'm talking about radio graffiti! That's right, folks. Radio graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you got to do is give me a call right now, and the number to call is 516-453-9903. And when I call on your area code, you've got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call this radio graffiti. Let me go ahead and take another chug of this beer here. More beer, for Christ's sake. Damn right, more beer, baby. Woo! Yeah. That's how we do it, baby. More beer. It's my 10th anniversary. 10 years. 10 years I've been broadcasting on Blog Talk Radio. I am the underground. You understand me? I am the underground. And don't you ever forget it. I'm not joking, man. I'm the underground of the internets, baby. All right? All right? I wouldn't be surprised if I become controversial here in the next year or two, and they start talking about me in the media. They start saying, "Oh my God, that ghost guy, he's a radical. Oh my God, he's a radical militant capitalist. And he said that anybody who's a communist or socialist should be just eliminated off the planet. And how dare he?" Give me a break. Look, do we have any goddamn radio graffiti callers, engineer? All right. Well, let's go ahead and get to radio graffiti right now. All right. Who do we got here? How about 423 radio graffiti?
I'm glad that you're joining me this evening. They know me as OG Ghost in certain parts.
We got Tyron
Radio Graffiti. I'm a conservative Republican, social conservative. I'm conservative in international relations policy. I'm of the persuasion that George Bush is a great president. Everybody pretty much knows my views on the feminist movement. We are reading feminist hate mail because I get a lot of feminist hate mail. Ghost, you are the biggest male pig I've ever heard in my life. This feminism is ruining America, folks. All I'm simply suggesting is, you stupid slut, is you not get married and don't have children. Don't get married. Don't have children.
That's not necessary.
What you're saying is not necessary.
Why don't you tell your wife to get off my lap?
Don't talk about my wife like that. I'm going to find out where you are. I'm going to go over there, beat your ass, do your wife, beat your dog, and drown your goldfish, you stupid piece of trash. They're watching their little plasma screen TV. They're watching their stupid little computer, and they're crapping because they don't want to buy a toilet. They don't want to buy a toilet. They don't want to buy a freaking good. Man, that's a throwback, man. That's going back to the first year of true conservative radio right there. Man, baby, memories in the corner of my mind. Anyway, who else we got? We got 915, Radio Graffiti.
Long time. Sucky, long time. Love me, long time.
Hey, lower that down, but that's actually a pretty good song, you know? Sucky, long time. Sucky, long time. That's pretty good. Anyway, who else do we got here? We got 716, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. Happy 10 years. It's Ghost Likes Green Day again. I know I was kind of trolly on the New Year's show or whatever, but, just thanks for 10 years. Here's to another 10 years, man. And still, like I said before, promote the engineer. And what I mean by that is, he's been doing this for a decade now, and, he's a hard-working, he's capitalizing off your show, man. And I think you should let him capitalize a little bit more.
Well, I appreciate you apologizing because I remember you. You told me Happy Jew Year and tried to call me your father. But, I've already promoted the engineer. What are you talking about? I'm giving him a raise, for Christ's sake. I gave him the Trump raise. Right, engineer? See what I'm saying, man? So he's hooked up. I gave him 50 cents more an hour, man. He's loving it. He's balling now. All right, he's balling. How about area code 336, Radio Graffiti?
Anyway, folks, this is a very complicated beer situation that I'm in here. Freaking had a supper for these beer, man. Oh, my God. No! It's calling me. This beer. These are amazing. I'm serious. These goddamn beers are like crap. Hey, man, I took a lot of crap yesterday. I deserve these beers, all right? Let me open this damn thing. We're off the wagon now. More beer!
A few moments later.
Beer, first, divorce next.
You are now divorced.
Sing like this.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Shut up, Steven Universe. Shut up.
Oh.
What the hell? What the hell was that? I can't even follow. What the hell was that, for Christ's sake, man? 609 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, what's up, Ghost? Shout out to the Inner Circle. And I'd like to give a special shout out to Kush and Reverend Ralph. I'm actually at Mass right now.
You're at Mass?
Yeah.
Man. Well, Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, fruity-ass communist and socialist we hate the most, all right? All right, amen. How about 240 Radio Graffiti?
Fake Nerds Radio Graffiti. Remember, folks, back in April and May when I was telling you folks to get into knee guard currency at knee guards at $40. It was at $40. Okay, y'all remember that? If y'all don't, well, you don't want to remember it. Go back to the archive if you don't freaking believe me. It's time dated and stamped. I told you all it was like $45, and I was telling you folks, try to get in it. I don't care how you get in it somehow. I don't care how you do it. Now is the time. Jeez. So anyway, let's get to knee guards, shall we? The current market capitalization for knee guards is $29,259,416,608.
You know what? All right. Cut the snake nerd off. All right, we get it. You're trying to be a racist, whatever. Stick a snake head up your ass already, all right? You freak. 256 Radio Graffiti.
Well, let's go ahead and virtual reality chat right now. It's like on virtual 6th Street. Oh, yeah.
What is this?
Do you know the way?
Oh, hey, well, what's going on here?
We need Potter to come back to Uganda.
Oh, Christ, no!
Learn the way of devil.
Get away!
Where is the learn the way? Do not do it. You must learn the way. Are you commanded not to way? You must learn the way. You have a balance. Are you commanded?
Goddamn African booty scratch. God damn it! I hate that guy! Freaking hate that guy! God damn it, I was hoping to not hear that son of a bitch tonight! It's my 10-year anniversary, for Christ's sake! 10 years! God damn it! I didn't want to hear that guy today! Jesus Christ, man, a virtual booty scratcher. Get up! Give me the mic! Stupid, dumb virtual chat crap. Do you know the way? Do you know the way? I am from Africa. Get away. Give me a freaking break, man. 352 Radio Graffiti.
Alex Jones here, introducing you to the Pro Pure filters. Their filters are the top of the line. They're bigger, so they filter faster. You don't have to...
Look, shut up, Alex, all right? We don't want to hear your ass. All right? Don't be calling up my show and promoting my filters, my filters, my filters. We don't want to hear that crap. Stupid idiot, man. How about 352 Radio Graffiti? Do you hear me saying, my filters, my filters, my filters, my filters? Do you hear me saying that? No. My filters, my filters, my filters, my filters, my filters.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Hey, you know what? Screw you. I'm not. Shut up. Shut the hell up. Shut up. That's all you got. What the hell talking about? What the hell are you talking about, man? Enough. Enough of Alex Jones. He rips me off. Alex Jones rips me off, and everybody knows it, man. Everybody knows it. Stupid, fat, portly bastard Alex Jones. All the time. My filters, all the goddamn time. Give me the mic. Every goddamn time. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Nigger. A phony nigger.
Now it's this story all about how my life got turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute and just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Delaware. In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground, as I spent most of my days.
Gee, are you trying to mix memes there? You're mixing memes? I mean, the only thing that was missing was chocolate rain. Chocolate rain. Remember that fruit bowl? I'm glad he's no longer around, that stupid idiot. Jesus Christ. Who else do we have here, for heaven's sake? How about 732 Radio Graffiti?
And you buy yourself some delicious horse drink, okay? It comes in 4 different flavors. Okay, this is real horse, ground up into a juice. No GMOs. And make sure you go to Infowars.com, and this is real horse juice. Real horse. Man, you got some nice butt
What horse juice? Horse? Is that for real, or is that a goddamn troll? I mean, is that what Alex Jones is reduced to? For Christ? Oh, God. I don't even want to know. I'm not asking, for Christ's sake. 323 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, it's Sewer Girl. Take me back out to the woodshed so we can reenact 2 Girls, 1 Cup. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. You sound like you have freaking gonorrhea of the throat, woman. What the? You need to have that checked out, for Christ's sake, man. That is a bad infestation of something, for Christ's sake. Good God. 269 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, happy 10 years, baby. I've made a lot of money in your Bitcoin advice, and I'm wondering how much Bitcoin it would cost to piss on your sexy face.
No! Get that out! No! Damn internet butt sucker! Not that guy! I thought we freaking got rid of that guy forever, for Christ's sake, the goddamn internet butt sucker! I mean, good God, I thought we got rid of that guy! Good God, man, 10 years! 10 years I've been doing this broadcast! This is supposed to be my 10th anniversary show, for Christ's sake, man! Give me the mic! Jesus Christ, you all hear this crap? Are you all hearing this? Jesus Christ, man! I don't even know. It's 647 Radio Graffiti. Oh, my God, you sound like you have freaking gonorrhea of the throat, woman. I mean, is that what Alex Jones is reduced to, for Christ? I mean, the only thing that was missing was chocolate rain. Chocolate rain. Alex Jones rips me off, and everybody knows it, man. Everybody knows it. Oh, my God, not another remix, man. No more remix. I'm tired of the remixes. 10 years of remixes. 10 damn years. All you got to do is go to YouTube and Google, or YouTube YouTube search Ghost Capitalist Remix. For Christ's sake, I'm tired of it. Enough! 10 years is enough. 713 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, do you know the way? Do you know the way? Do you know the way, Ghost?
Shut up. We're not ending with that. Shut up. Shut your stupid, stinking Ugandan wannabe mouth. Shut up. 423 Radio Graffiti.
And my chest hurts. My chest hurts, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if I have a heart attack. I don't care if I die in the show tonight. I don't care.
And that's old school. That's old school right there. Anyway, we're about to get off the air. I'm going to extend this a little bit more, so download the podcast. We're off the air right now. All right, right now, folks, I'm going to just do this for a couple of minutes out here. We're doing after the show Radio Graffiti just for a few more minutes because it's 10 years, baby. 10-year anniversary of True Capitalist Radio, and once again, I'm doing it for the fans out here. And look, I'm having a great time. I'm drinking beers. I just shot some Johnny Walker Blue Label Ghost and Rare. Oh yeah! And we're just gonna do a little bit. We're just gonna do a couple of more. We're gonna do a couple of more after the show. Radio Graffiti. That's what you're listening to right now. If you're listening in the archive, we're in hour 4 right now, baby. Hour 4. So anyway, let me go ahead and take another chug of this beer. I'm having a good time. It's 10 years I've been on Blog Talk Radio. I've been broadcasting 10 years. So let me go ahead and take a chug of this beer here. Good stuff, baby. Good stuff. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what callers we have out here. We're going to go ahead and take a couple of more Radio Graffiti calls because, man, it's Baller Friday, 10-year anniversary of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And I want to say one more again to everybody who's listening, thank you for listening. Whether you're listening live or in the archive, I thank you for listening, man. All right, I thank you guys for listening. Let's go ahead and take some more callers here. How about I'm not saying that. How about 412 Radio Graffiti?
Ghost, congratulations on 10 long years, man. I've been listening since 2012, and now things are really getting exciting. It just keeps getting nigger and nigger and nigger and nigger and nigger and nigger.
Hey, shut up! Shut your stupid... Damn it! You damn no personality having son of a bitch! I thought you were going to say something worth a crap! I thought you were going to say something nice, you bastard! Good God, listen to this crap! I'm even giving you extended Radio Graffiti, for Christ's sake, and you don't care! You people don't even care! Good God, give me the mic! I'm giving you a 4th hour Radio Graffiti on my 10th year anniversary, man! Show a little goddamn respect, for Christ's sake, man. Good God. Just a little bit of respect around here. Good God. 973 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, how are you?
What's going on?
Yeah, I just want to say happy 10 years for the show and hopefully 10 more. I mean, it's been my favorite show, and it's the highlight of my week.
Hey, man, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for the positive, encouraging words. And, man, I hope it's another 10. I hope it's another 20 years. You understand? I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, man. All right? And I genuinely mean that. Who else do we have here? How about 847 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost, it's me. I believe last time we talked, it was the new Christmas Eve show, and I just want to say I don't think my girlfriend would ever go for someone like you because she don't like bald, crippled midgets in wheelchairs. I'm just saying.
Yeah, oh, yeah, sure, right. First of all, I'm not bald, I'm not crippled, and I'm not a midget, all right? First and foremost. And I can tell you something right now. You want to know why you're telling me that? You're trying to reassure yourself. Because I guarantee you, your wife right now, your girlfriend is in the bathroom over-listening the broadcast over the speakers and literally putting a couple of fingers in her vajayjay right now, listening to the manly dominance that I'm just throwing around this goddamn internet like it ain't shit. So you're just trying to reassure yourself that, you know, your wife, your girlfriend wouldn't go for a man like me, but I can guarantee you, boy, your wife, your mother, your sister, any female that's in your family, they got a look of old Ghost. They would want the Ghost special. Are you kidding me? I'm not kidding around. I wouldn't doubt if women right now are listening to this broadcast on a Baller Friday, all right? I wouldn't be surprised if they're flicking their bean, all right, and whacking their clitorises off like a windshield wiper out of whack. No disrespect to the women, of course. But I wouldn't be surprised if they're doing that, listening to the manly dominance of my voice on this broadcast. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? I wouldn't be surprised if women right now were putting foreign objects in their private parts, wishing that I was in their presence so that I could give them the old Ghost special. So don't be talking garbage, all right, boy? Don't be talking garbage. Jesus Christ. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake? How about 860 Radio Graffiti? Well, you're going to be a Helen Keller deaf mute now, for Christ's sake? You nobody got time for that. 786 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Gus. Happy anniversary, man. It's Squirrelhound.
Hey, man. Thank you very much, Squirrelhound. You want to give any shout-outs to anybody?
No, man, none in particular, but I do have to say you have inspired me to probably save up enough money to invest in the Down Joe's Industrial.
Hey, man, I hope you do. And once again, just value invest. You don't have to be an expert in this stuff. Just make sure that your name has some sort of net worth, and make sure that the stocks that you're getting actually pay you a dividend, as well as the increased value in the stock. So cheers. Thank you very much, man. 10 years I've been doing this broadcast, baby. 10 years. Thank you, man. 915 Radio Graffiti.
Brony Records presents a once-in-a-lifetime collection. True Capitalist Radio Greatest Hits, as sung by the Prognosticator of Prognosticators brings you over 20 timeless classics. Songs from today and from yesteryear. The songs that define the great state of Texas like no other.
Money, success, fame, brony. Money,
Truer words
success,
have never been sung.
fame, brony. Hello.
True Capitalist Radio Greatest Hits. To order, call 646-652-4869 or visit www.ghostpolitics.com. Must be 18 or older to call. Sorry, Asho. Order valid while supplies last. Order now.
All right, I've heard that before. 10 years. I mean, all right, that's funny. Yeah, whatever. You guys, you know what, man? I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't like when you people make remixes of me. You make me sound like an idiot, you know? I'm not joking around, man. You know, there are some people in the inner circle that admitted that, you know what, Ghost, I really found you because, you know, of a remix or of a splice or something of that nature, and then I just started listening to the show. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Just, you know, just a little bit of appreciation around here, man. That's all I'm asking. And by the way, I just read that Chris Cantwell called me. What did he call me? He called me and I'm quoting here, a faggot. He said, "The show is full," says the line, "I can't call in, but since he's got nobody else talking and nothing worth listening to, I'm guessing he's just taking calls because he's a faggot." All right, let me go ahead and repost that. You know what, Chris Cantwell? All right, boy, you wish that you had as many listeners as I do. I've got 100,000 live listeners that listen to me every single time I come up and do this broadcast, and that's not including all the hundreds of thousands of people that listen to my broadcast in the archive. And let me tell you something, bro, all right? I saw your little stupid pissant little gab little radio show. and you're accepting donations. I saw you were accepting donations like a little bald fruit bowl, and I saw that all you were able to accumulate was $44. Huh? $44. You know that I watch a homeless Bernie bro occasionally by the name of Burger Planet, who is a fat, disgusting waste of human life, who literally makes way more money than you, traveling around homeless and wanderlessly in a van, literally pissing in a piss jug, and this guy makes more money than you. All right? So let me tell you something, Chris Cantwell. If you want to be on this broadcast, and I guarantee you'll get a lot more listeners than whatever the hell you're doing on your little pissant, little stupid, dumb makeshift broadcast, all right? I guarantee you right now, that I will make you look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack. I will bring substance upon substance upon substance to the debating table, and I'm telling you, boy, you ain't got nothing on the capitalist right. Do you understand that? Huh? You ain't got nothing on the capitalist right there, Cantwell. And let me tell you, man, I'm going to make you look so stupid that you're going to redo the whole crying white supremacist video. All right? And does anybody have that, by the way? Does anybody have the white racist video? The crying white supremacist video? If somebody's got it, gab it at me. I'm going to re-gab it because it's funny as hell. It's so funny. All right? It's funny as hell. And by the way, I'm not going to say it. Anyway, look, let's take some more freaking Radio Graffiti callers. It's my 10-year anniversary, man. 10 years I've been broadcasting, for Christ's sake. How about 336 Radio Graffiti?
Hello. Go.
How you doing? Pearl. Okay, so what brings you out here anyway?
I don't know. I don't understand your human relationship.
Okay, all right. Oh, man, the food here, I mean, it tastes like low-grade dog food.
I get all the energy I need from my jam, and while our human construct is capable of eating, I find it so disgusting.
Okay, whatever the hell that was about. Look, let me show you, all right? I can do 4 Lorico. Here, let me go ahead and do some 4 Lorico.
Oh, this is so exciting. All right, let's do it.
Y'all hear me? Y'all hear it?
I'm just having so much fun spending time with you.
I'm stomping my feet. I'm doing 4 Lorico. You see? You hear me?
Yes, I am. This is wonderful.
Yo, what the hell is that?
What?
I really don't. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Oh, my God.
Now, let's keep it together.
This is getting intense. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yellow Diamond. Jesus Christ.
I'm here to bring you back to reality. We need to destroy these planets.
No. All right, we're not going there, all right?
Are you questioning my authority?
Shut your stupid stinking hole, you dumb alien from outer space. I'm sick and tired of you, Yellow Diamond. I'm telling you, 2 freaking words, punitive damages.
Well, I'm convinced. Time to execute.
No, shove it up your ass. Yellow Diamond. Oh, man, no. I just can't do it. Oh, shit. Oh, Christ, no. Oh, my God. I don't know what the hell to do here. All right, you know what? Shut up. Jesus, this is my 10-year anniversary, man, and this is the kind of crap that I've got to take. 10 years of this crap. 10 years. Bunch of goddamn cartoon-loving pieces of garbage. Hey, by the way, go ahead and take a look at my gab. Check out my gab. Look at my gab. That's Chris Cantwell. Look, let's just listen to it for a little bit, all right? Let's listen to Chris Cantwell. This is supposed to be the big badass white supremacist out here. They made a Vice video out of him. He's supposed to be some big Billy badass. And then let's just listen to his words. Let's listen to Chris Cantwell, shall we? Go ahead and put it on, engineer. Let's listen to him.
I contacted the local police. I called the Charlottesville Police Department, and I asked them. I said, I have been told that there's a warrant out for my arrest. and they said that they wouldn't confirm it, but that I could find this out if I, excuse me, that I could find this out if I wanted to go to a local magistrate or something like that. But with everything that's happening, I don't think it's wise for me to be, going anywhere. There's a state of emergency. The National Guard is here. So I don't think it's a good idea for me to go there, frankly. And I don't know what to do. I've emailed Stephen Tenney of the Keene Police Department.
He's tearing up. He's tearing up for crap.
I have emailed Stephen Tenney of the Keene Police Department. He's one of the cops who came there. He's one of the cops who saved my ass when I had to pull my gun in Keene. And I emailed him and I said, I don't know what to do. I need guidance. I want to be peaceful. I want to be law-abiding. Okay, that was the whole entire point of this. And I'm watching CNN talk about this as violent white nationalist protests. We have done everything in our power to keep this peaceful. I know we talk a lot of shit on the internet, right? But literally, Jason Kessler applied for a permit months ago for this. Okay, when they yanked our permit, we went to the ACLU and we went to court and we won. We've been coordinating with law enforcement the entire time.
Hold on. Before he goes to the big cry, wait a minute. Do you mean to tell me that you used the Jewish ACLU to have your goddamn little march there, Cantwell? Is that what you just admitted? I forgot you said that, you stupid, dumb cue ball bastard. Continue there, engineer.
Every step of the way, we've tried to do the right thing. And they just won't stop, We have done everything in our power. We have used every peaceful and lawful means by which to redress our grievances, and our enemies just will not stop. We've been fucking assaulted. They are threatening us all over the place. Chelsea Manning, this tranny fanatic, has a picture of herself, talking about curb-stomping Nazis with a picture of his boot coming down on somebody. We are
I don't want to. He's crying, all that other stuff. Anyway, this is who I'm confronting here. He admits that he's a goddamn, he admits he's a goddamn white supremacist or something. He's some badass. They made a Vice video out of him. And, right after the Charlottesville thing, this guy's crying because he knows that he done goofed. Maybe, just maybe, you shouldn't have listened to the ex-Democrat Jason Kessler, or maybe you shouldn't have listened to Richard Spencer. You notice, Cantwell, you notice that Richard Spencer isn't getting charged for any of this crap, and you want to know why? Because Richard Spencer lives in Virginia. He has an address in Virginia, and lest we forget that he went to college in Virginia. And let's not forget that Langley is in Virginia and the CIA headquarters is in Virginia. Okay? So, Cantwell, I know you're crying. You're like, I don't know why. I don't know why you're coming after me. We talk a lot of crap on the internet, man. Hey, why do you think that Richard Spencer is not wanted for, and he was there with you. He was out there with you with all that alt-right crap. What happened? Huh? How come Richard Spencer gets scot-free after all organizing all this crap? Huh, boy? Huh, boy? Answer that, Cantwell! You piece of crap! Anyway, sorry, I had to address that because, we got some idiot over here trying to talk garbage, and I had to just put him in his place, all right? I had to make him look like the piece of garbage that he is. You want to know what Christopher Cantwell is doing right now? He's putting his cock and balls between his legs, looking at himself in the mirror, seeing how he would look as a woman, because I just made him my bitch, baby, all right? I'm just saying! I'm just saying! Anyway. Let's continue going, man. It's my 10-year anniversary, man. I can't believe I'm being sidetracked by a bunch of socialist white nationalists up in here, man. I'm a capitalist. Capitalism or death, baby. Do you understand that? Capitalism or death. Capitalism to the soul till the bullet hole. Do you understand me? Capitalism to the soul till the bullet hole, baby. Woo! Let's go. How about 909, Radio Graffiti? All right, we got a Helen Keller deaf mute over here. How about 618, Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost, what's up? It's Fish.
Hey, what up, Fish? How you doing, man? Happy Baller Friday.
Hey, happy Baller Friday. I'm just wanting to have a drink with you, brother.
Hey, man, absolutely. Let me get another beer here. Hold on. More beer! Anyway, Fish, I want to thank you first and foremost, man, for not only being a fan of the show, but being a part of the Inner Circle. I know that you profited generously throughout the year that you've been with the Inner Circle, man. I want to say that you are a big factor within the group. And thank you, man, for chilling with us, man.
Hey, cheers to you. Cheers to the Inner Circle. All the Capitalist Army, your wife, and Templeton. I'm looking forward to the next year, brother. And happy Baller Friday.
Hey, thank you very much. Here, let me pour this beer in so I can cheers you, man. Here, let me pour this damn beer in here. Anyway, man, thank you very much once again. Cheers to you, man. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, man. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't mean to stop you. Did you want to give a shout-out to somebody, man?
I just want to give a shout-out to the new members of the Inner Circle, the old members of the Inner Circle, everyone that's keeping on, contributing, doing the good shit that they're doing. And I look forward to everything that we're having lined for the next 365 days. The sky's the limit, man. What we're doing is going to be...
You're damn right. Hey, Fish, you're damn right, man. And let me tell you something. Fish, he's a part of the Inner Circle. This man has made a generous amount of capital with crypto and the investments that we've done in the Inner Circle. This guy is in the six-figure mark. I don't want to say any more than that. But I'm telling you, baby, we're not trolling now. We making money moves. We're not trolling now. We're making money moves, baby. Woo! Anyway, let's continue going, folks. It's my 10-year anniversary. It's a Baller Friday. I'm having a great goddamn time. Let's see who else we got. 954 Radio Graffiti.
But the bottom line is that for the rest of these idiots that are in the Inner Circle, these are the idiots that are the pawns in this game of life. You understand? And you know what happens to pawns?
They get sacrificed. You are a useless individual. You are a useless person. If the Inner Circle is literally all you're living for when the bomb is in the house.
No! Don't you talk about the Inner Circle, you scumbag! Don't you dare! You son of a bitch! Don't you dare talk about the Inner Circle, you dumb sorry sack of crap! The Inner Circle are my friends, they're my family, you sick sack of crap! You understand that? Don't you dare! Don't you dare! It's the Inner Circle for life! Do you understand me? The Inner Circle, they're my friends, they're my family, how dare you! How dare you! Don't you dare! Don't you goddamn dare, for Christ's sake! Give me the mic! Give me the mic! You see, you idiots are just hating on the Inner Circle, baby. You want to know why? Because they're living lavish, they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you can only wish you could do the same thing. And you want to know why you didn't do the same thing? Because you are a life loser. Do you understand that? You are a life loser, and that's why you're you and we're capitalists. Do you understand that? That's why you are a pathetic you and we're capitalists, all right? So get down on your goddamn knees and spit shine that shoe, boy. You're going to be shining capitalist shoes. So get down on your knees and spit shine that shoe, boy. Spit shine that shoe. Son of a bitch. Spit shine that goddamn shoe, for Christ's sake, you dumb piece of crap. All right, look, I'm only going to take a couple of more of these for Christ's sake, and I'm going, man. This is my 10-year anniversary. I should be getting more respect than this. You understand that? How about 412 Radio Graffiti? Another Helen Keller death mute. Isn't that great? All right, isn't that goddamn great? How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? No, I couldn't hear you. How about another Anonymous Radio Graffiti? Twilly Atkins Radio Graffiti. Let's talk a little bit about President Trump, folks. Have you seen that pause hole President Trump lately, baby? After about 4 or 5 women have come out saying that this guy has sexually assaulted them, this idiot has a picture of him committing sexual assault on a woman who's asleep, all right? And he's taking women to the woodshed. Have you seen this? Anyone who obliges this sick, twisted kind of sexual relations can never be trusted by those of us on the right. I'm not joking. You can't write this shit. Sorry. You can't make this shit up. Look, shut up, you bitch horse. Don't disrespect my president. Don't you dare go there, all right? I'm not letting that damn splice finish, you stupid bitch horse. Just sit there and shut up. Don't you dare. Don't you goddamn dare. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. How about 614 Radio Graffiti?
G'day, guys. It's Distillin here, mate. I've got myself a nice beverage if you'd like to partake in a drink with me.
Yeah, certainly. What's going on, Distillin, man? Cheers, baby. What's going on, man?
Man, just happy 10 years, mate. Wait, honestly, 10 years, that is like a third of my life. So that's a long fucking time. Congratulations. And I'm just going to play a little song and have a little drink with you, mate.
All right, man. Cheers. I'm going to go ahead and have a drink now. Cheers, man.
All right, mate. Whoa, hey, hey, hey. Fuck all night and party all day. Whoa, whoa, hey, hey, hey. I'm going to fuck all night and party all day. Fuck yeah, guys. Congratulations, mate.
Hey, man, thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. 10 years I've been broadcasting, folks. 10 years. 10 years of being the underground of the internets, baby. Underground of the internets. Thank you very much, Distillin. I appreciate it. Let's continue going. Let's see who else we have going on. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? You need a better computer because you suck a cock because you're an effeminate black man. How about 682 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, girls, what's going on? This is BN King. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, BN King? What's up, man? Thank you for calling. Happy Baller Friday.
Hey, happy Baller Friday to you, and also happy 10th anniversary, man. 10 years, man.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. I know that you relay the broadcast on YouTube, and I know that you're a big fan. You buy everything that the True Capitalist Radio puts out. You're a good fan, and I want to thank you for being such a good fan as well, man.
Hey, appreciate it, Ghost. Hey, do you want to have a drink here? I've got a kind of Coke here. I'm going to pour some here and want to have a drink with you, man.
Hey, that's okay, man. I got beer. It's okay. Coca-Cola, that's a soft drink. It's a soft beverage. So, yeah, man, cheers, man.
Hey, cheers, man, and cheers to everybody listening in. Cheers to my chat room. Cheers to the Inner Circle, and cheers to Capitalist Army, man. Cheers, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good Baller Friday. Cheers.
Hey, man, thank you, BN King. And once again, I appreciate you being a part of the show, Inner Circle, you relaying the broadcast, etc. Except for some of those fruit bowls that are in the chat room, I'd like to physically, you know what I'd like to do? Let me take my freaking belt off, for Christ's sake. This is what I'd like to do to some of your goddamn trolls that are in your chat room there, BN King. This is what I'd like to do. I'd like to take my goddamn belt off, take him to the woodshed, and make a man out of these sons of bitches. Yeah! 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 That's right, I ain't made a man of you yet, boy. Yeah! gonna whip the damn whip in the damn mic. Take a couple of more there, boy. Son of a bitch. Take you sons of bitches to the goddamn woodshed. And that's what a lot of you goddamn people that are listening to me, you troll terrorists and cyber vermin, that's what you need. You need to be taken to the woodshed, boy. And let me tell you something. If I was your damn daddy, I would take your ass to the woodshed and make a man out of you there, you stupid little fruit bowl. Do you understand that, boy? Do you understand that? Jesus Christ, man. I'm only going to take a couple of more of these calls, and I'm getting the hell out of here. It's Baller Friday, for Christ's sake, and I want more beer. Not to mention, it's 10 years I've been broadcasting on this show, and I want to kick it with the inner circle, for Christ's sake. All right? I want to kick it with the inner circle, for Christ's sake, man. Cheers to the inner circle. Let's take a couple of more calls and see what we got here. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Like an 88mm AT round inside her Sherman tank, blowing the turret right off.
No. Get him off! Get him off! Oh, my God. I don't even want to acknowledge what the hell that was. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. We've got Pylons, Radio Graffiti. What is wrong with you people?
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
God damn it. What did I tell you? No chimps. No more chimps, you racist bastards. I told you, damn troll terrorists and cyber vermin, no more damn chimps. No more chimps, you son of a bitch. You're racist, and I'm telling you, I'm not taking it anymore, for Christ's sake. Give me the mic. Give me the goddamn mic, for Christ's sake. Don't you understand? This is my 10-year anniversary. 10 years I've been doing this broadcast, and I deserve the respect that's accorded 10 years worth of broadcasting. I can tell you that right goddamn now. God! Damn it! You're pissing me off! Jesus Christ, man. 517 Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
Ghost, my brother, I'd like to thank you for 10 years of showing me the way. Capitalism is the way.
Shut up. Shut up with that crap. Seriously, that's getting on my effing nerves, man. All right, 352 Radio Graffiti.
Spencer here. Need a Richard Spencer here. Need a Richard Spencer here. Need a Richard Spencer here.
Oh, shut up, you stupid. God damn it. I know what you mean. I need a dispenser here. I need a dispenser here. I know that's what you mean, you dumb son of a bitch. I'm sick of Richard Spencer. I would make Richard Spencer look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack in a debate. And everyone who listens to my broadcast knows it, boy. Everyone who listens, give me a mic. Everyone who listens to my broadcast knows that I would not only make that son of a bitch, that fruity son of a bitch, Richard Spencer, look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack. Everyone knows that Chris Cantwell, he couldn't hold water to this man right here, right? This man right here. I'm telling you, I'm filled with piss and fury, baby. I'm ready. I'm getting tired, man. I got to get the hell out of here. I got to go kick it with the inner circle, man. All right? I want to have a decent Friday night out here. It's my 10th year anniversary, man. 10 years I've been doing this broadcast. Do you understand me? 10 years I've been doing this broadcast. God damn it. I'm only going to take a couple more. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. I need a dispenser here. 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 What the fuck? I just said that! Jesus Christ, I just freaking said that! I just freaking said that, for Christ's sake, man! Good God! Man, what a freaking night, man. What a baller Friday. It's supposed to be my 10-year anniversary, and this is the kind of garbage I get, man. This is the kind of garbage. You know what? Screw you, Pete. Give me the mic. Screw you people, man. I mean, don't you understand? I've been broadcasting for 10 years. I'm a melting pot of friendship. Don't you understand that? I'm a melting pot of friendship. I'm a nice guy. I deserve more respect than this, man. I've been broadcasting 10 years. 10 years. 10 years. Give me the freaking... You know what? You goddamn troll terrorists and cyber vermin that just sit here and continue picking at me. You people are driving me to goddamn drink. I keep telling you this. Give me my goddamn drink. I need some more goddamn beer, for Christ's sake, man. More beer, for Christ's sake. More beer. Man, look at all these bottles here. You know, all these bottles out here, man. This is supposed to be a celebration around here. But instead, I'm taking nothing but a bunch of malarkey from a bunch of troll terrorists and cyber vermin, man. Good God, give me my freaking beer. Jesus Christ, man. I can't, I'm telling you, man. You goddamn troll terrorists, I can't believe you. I can't believe you, man. I thought I was going to have a good time tonight, man. I'm not joking. 10 years? 10 years I've been broadcasting on this internet, man. I thought I was going to have a better time than this. I thought I was going to be a little bit more appreciated than this, man. I mean, I just thought, man. I'm just going to take a couple of more callers, and then I got to make this come to an end already. This has been a ruined Baller Friday, a ruined 10-year anniversary. So I'm just going to take a couple more, and that's it. I'm done until Martin Luther the King Day on Monday, 6:30 p.m. Good God. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Oh, what, another Helen Keller death mute? Get it straight! Anonymous Radio Graffiti. I mean, what are you all playing butt darts or something? Huh? I mean, Jesus Christ, man. How about 443 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost, Corn Blaster. Just wanted to say thank you for 10 years. Long live TCR and long live Monero. Thanks for making me crypto rich, baby.
Hey, man, no problem, baby. You're one of many. That's what I'm saying. You're one of many, baby. Thank you for listening, and thank you for taking the information that I conveyed on this broadcast and making your life better, baby. You understand? And whenever you're interviewed and asked, hey, what inspired you? I mean, just throw some props to Ghost over here. Just say, man, I was a listener to the True Capitalist Radio Show, boy. You're damn right, baby. You're damn right. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? Little respect here. 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 You stupid! What the hell was that crap? I'm just so done with this garbage. I'm done. I'm done. I'm sick of this crap. Look, one more call. Give me the mic. Look, man, I'm done with this crap. I could be kicking it right now with the Inner Circle, and I am, for Christ's sake, all right? Right after this, I'm going right into the Inner Circle. We're partying, baby. We are celebrating 10 years of True Capitalist Radio, all right? Because I can tell that you sons of bitches don't appreciate nothing. You don't appreciate nothing, you goddamn piggish, power-bottom, fruit bowl, transsexual, power-bottom, turd burglar, cuckold connoisseur, enema bag cleaning, cauliflower cock turkey tit loving, chicken eating corn boy. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Anyway, 614 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, to show my appreciation, I bought 2 cock rings for your anniversary with Quantum. Want to try them out? It'll be totally legit. Oh my.
Good God! I mean, that's enough, man. I've had enough. You know what? I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough. I'm done. I'm done with this garbage. I'm done with this show. This was supposed to be a goddamn 10-year anniversary. It's supposed to be a Baller Friday, a 10-year anniversary. And this is the kind of garbage I get. Give me the mic. I mean, answer me something. If I continue to do this broadcast, am I going to get another 10 years of this crap? Am I going to get another 10 years of this garbage? I mean, good God. I mean, what does a man have to do before he starts getting respect around here? What does a man have to do before he starts getting into the goddamn mental psyches of these goddamn trolls out here? What does a man have to do? What does a man have to goddamn do after 10 years of broadcasting? After 10 years of showing people how to be capitalists? Of 10 years of doing all this crap? What is a man supposed to do? You son of a bitch! Drill parents! Cyber running bastard!